What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to the first match day of a brand new year here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds taking on Leeds United at Anfield in another must-win game. And of course, we have a big up predictions game going on as well that I'll let you guys know about in a moment. You've probably seen the waiting screen with my predictions on it. I'm feeling lucky this week. I'm feeling like we're going to come up trumps. No, I don't want to say the word trumps, actually. I feel like we're going to come up. We're just coming up. That's the best I can come up with at the moment. So I'd say there's many of you nursing a hangover today, and the right way to start the new year, if indeed you do like a tipple. The team news is in. We'll go through it for you guys momentarily. But first, keep an eye on that Joel Ordonez deal. Like I told everybody over the last couple of days, that is one that's looking... It's looking one that the Reds could be very well looking to make this move. So, yes, I hope that we're all well. And yes, Connor, in answer to the question, I did, yeah, there we go. So, what is up, my friends? Welcome to on Big Up as well. Connor asked me to go live on Big Up. I said yes, because I thought I had gone live on Big Up. I had pressed the button, but it didn't go live. But now we're live on Big Up as well. So, welcome along to everybody on Big Up. Welcome along to everybody on YouTube. And mostly, welcome along to a brand new year here on Anfield Agenda. So, let's have a look at the team news that we have today. It is a quite interesting one. It's Alisson Becker in goal. It is Connor Bradley at right back. Andy Robertson in today at left back with Canade and Virgil van Dijk. The two centre backs. Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones in the deeper line positions. Then it's Frimpong. It is Dominic Szoboszlai, Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike. That is your Liverpool 11. First one of the day that I have to get to. 5 months with us. Haley is a member as well. Thank you. A happy new year, Craig and Connor and all in the AA community. Same to you. Haley, my friend, same to you. Right, folks, I did mention to you that we do have a predictions competition running on Big Up. And don't forget, this is the last day you can enter for their lucky $25,000 giveaway. So whilst I run through this, you guys can get yourself across there by scanning the QR code on the bottom of the screen. Right, let me take you through what you're going to see. We've joined up with Big Up, a community-based platform where you can add even more fun and excitement to your Anfield Agenda watch-alongs, unless you thought that wasn't possible. It is. Predictions is a sweepstakes game where you can win some fantastic prizes, and there's even a free-to-play option. For every Anfield Agenda watch-along this season, we'll have a corresponding predictions game set up over on Big Up. Either download the Big Up iOS app or head over to bigup.com and select the Anfield Agenda watch along. You can also, of course, just scan the QR code in the bottom corner of the screen. Click on the games tab and you see a list of 6 prediction games and questions, six prediction questions for the match. Answer between 2 and 6 of them correctly, and that's it. You're in. The more questions you select, the more correct answers you get, the more your prize. There are 2 options you can play. There is flex play and there is the regular game, which we like to call power play. In power play, you must get every one of your selections correct. Or in flex play, of course, you can get up to 1 selection wrong as long as you've made 3 or more selections. Now is the perfect time to enter because, as I've mentioned, they have the lucky draw for $25,000. Today is your last day to be able to enter that. And all you have to do to enter it is simply enter a predictions game. The more predictions games you enter, the more entries you get into the draw. And on top of that, if it's your first predictions game, they will credit you with $5 or 500 big bucks as a welcoming gift to you for taking part in your first predictions game. It is over 18s only, and as we said, the winner of that $25,000 is going to be announced very soon. I'll take you through my predictions in a while, but until then, let's have a look at the Reds team again. Alisson in goal, Bradley at right back, Andy Robertson comes in today at left back instead of Milos Kerkez, and I still don't know how I feel about that. I'm still processing that one. For me, I thought Kerkez had gone ahead in the pecking order, but today's gone with Andy Robertson. Maybe he sees something in the Leeds setup that he thinks Robbo's more suited to. In the centre-back positions, we have Canade and Virgil van Dijk. Then we've got Gravenberch and Curtis Jones, Frimpong, Szoboszlai, Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike. Right, let's have a look at the bench for the Reds today. It's Georgi Mamardashvili, Milos Kerkez, Alexis McAllister, Fede Chiesa, Cody Gakpo, Calvin Ramsey, Trey Neone, Rio Engamoa and Welity Lucky. That is the Liverpool bench. And of course, we mentioned this last night when we did our New Year's Eve stream, but Enzo Maresca has, well, he's left his role at Chelsea, so Chelsea are now managerless as well, and it looks like Liam Senior could be the next guy up there, which is very surprising, to be honest with you. Leona. Hey Craig, Happy New Year. I'm optimistic about this game. Keeping you, never mind the trolls, they're just jealous of our community. And Carl said, my whole body has a hangover today. That's exactly why I don't really drink, Carl, because I'd be the same, mate. If I went out on the drink for the night or on the beer for the night, I'd be 2 days in the bed or on the sofa, useless to everybody. Now, look, I'm not much use to people at the best of times, Carl, but if I did go out on the piss, that's exactly what would happen. So what do we think about the bench as well today, folks? I mean, it's starting to resemble something a little bit stronger, isn't it? Marmadashvili, Kirkes, McAllister, Chiesa, Gakpo, Ramsey, Nioni, Ngamoa and Lucky. Yeah, still no chance for Federico Chiesa to get back into the starting 11, which does, again ask the question, was it just because we had a sheer lack of bodies available last week? And it looks like the answer to that one was yes. KFE Consulting said, Greg, Happy New Year and thank you. Same to you, my friend. Happy New Year and thank you for your continued support. Liz, how are you, my friend? Happy match day, WFM. Love you too, my friend. Really do. And hope that yourself, Ian, and the family have a wonderful and healthy 2026. Still feels weird, doesn't it? Saying 2026. I can't get my head around it yet, folks. I really can't. Why no Gakpo in the first 11? My guess is, again, that it's going to come down to him only coming back from injury and the manager probably wanting to build up his minutes again. It's not unusual when a player's been out for a little bit that they don't come back in, even if they get a few minutes at the end of one game. It can sometimes take 2-3 games before the manager feels like they're ready for a starting 11 berth, and then it'll probably even be 60 or 65 before they come off. Thoughts on the Ordonez deal moving along? Look, I don't want to give myself another attaboy, but I did say to people yesterday, keep an eye on the Joel Ordonez deal on the video I put out yesterday around transfers. And this, by the way, is for all the people in the comments who tell me that they know nothing. How does it feel again? How does it feel once again that I'm right on something? Because, your boy doesn't just make stuff up. When I get my teeth stuck into something, I generally do try to get to the bottom of it. But look, regardless, if Joel Ordonez comes in, I think it's a fantastic signing. We've talked about the calibre of the club and the calibre of the production line of talent that comes from the club that Joel Ordonez moved to Club Brugge from, which is Independiente del Valle over in Ecuador. A club that's brought you Piero Hincapié, a club that's brought you Moise Caicedo and William Pacho. So, yeah, they have a conveyor belt of talent, and Joel Ordonez, he looks like the next one off that conveyor belt. He's a centre-back, for those who are asking. He's 21 years of age, and the fee will be somewhere, I think, in and around the 30-35 million, unless something along that line has changed. Chelsea were very strongly linked to this guy, but they've dropped away, and obviously they now have a manager situation to sort out. But Joel Ordonez, in my humble opinion, would be a very good addition, a very, very good addition to the centre-back for the here and now and for the future. Thoughts on Diamonde links from Leipzig? So Jan Diamonde has been linked to a lot of clubs in recent weeks, Adam, and I'm not sure where he ends up, and I don't have any understanding of a preference or how strongly we're linked. I've seen him linked with so many clubs, from Manchester United to Liverpool to clubs on the continent, and I haven't got a clue. I do know they value this kid very highly. I mean, if my memory's right, there was talk of about 70 million euro, something like that, even higher for Jan Diamonde. So other than that, dude, I don't know. For me, I've said all the way through, the most important thing is that we get a centre-back in, and we get a centre-back in early doors. And if we can do that, again, that's the minimum I ask for as a fan. So if we can get a centre-back in, anything else for me is a bonus at that point. Paddy said, Craig, listen, my friend, it's easy for me to say never mind the trolls. I never had to. All I can say is you must be doing things right if they're being annoyed by it. Love to you. Thank you, mate. And Lee Duffield, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, Lee. Look, it's not the trolls, mate. It's not the trolls. It's the lies that usually gets to me. I said this on tonight's Late Night Agenda, last night's Late Night Agenda. It's always the absence of the truth from these people. So Craig banned me because I disagreed with him is never a true statement. The true statement is usually something like, Craig banned me because I disagreed with him by calling him an arsehole or by coming in and disrespecting his community. It isn't because someone said, hey Craig, I think somebody else should be playing left back over this guy. They always leave that part out because they never want to show themselves up as being the low-life pieces of shit that they often are. But like I said, 3 days away, refreshed, revitalised, ready to go, happy, smiling, and I've got my resolution for 2026, and if I can stick to that resolution, I think I should be okay. Right, so predictions, ladies and gentlemen. Predictions. Give me your predictions. What we saying? What are the Reds going to do today? I went 3-1 all week in my prediction, and that scoreline still feels about right to me. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Andre said, Craig, I'm hungover and I need to walk my dog before the game. Oh, look, I'm going to give you some advice. I know that sounds like a very daunting prospect when you're hungover, but when you finish the walk and you come back in, you're going to feel a bit better, and then you can probably tuck into something nice to eat as well. So it will be worth it, Marcus, in the long term, mate. Just go through that pain and then, bang, we'll be all good. I'm still hungover from the last transfer window. I'm not ready for another one yet, said Marcus. Sorry, it was Andre. That was hungover, Andre. My apologies, mate. The last transfer window was a mad one, and I don't expect anything near as hectic to be in this one, to be honest with you. So, did we do anything exciting last night? I mean, I've got to say, I stayed here with my wife, and I did the late night agenda New Year's Eve special, and then we sat back and we'd recorded Jules Holland's Hootenanny. Did anybody watch Jules Holland's Hootenanny? I'm asking for a reason. I'll come back to that in a reason. But before I do, let me just take you through our picks here today on Anfield Agenda for Big Up. And today we've gone with the flex play, which means we could get one of these wrong and still win a prize if the other three are right. So here's what we've gone for. Hugo Ekitike will score a goal. We've said the answer to that question is yes. Federico Chiesa will score a goal or have an assist. We've said no. So that's looking good because he's not in the starting 11. Liverpool will lead at half-time. We've said yes. And there will be under 3 goals in the match. We've said no. That's not going to happen. So remember, because we've gone for the flex play, we can get one of those wrong, 3 right, and still win a prize today. And don't forget as well, if you do play along with us on today's predictions game, you'll be in that draw for the $25,000 giveaway, and it's over 18s only. Now, to get back to why I asked you, were you watching Jules Holland Hootenanny last night? Oh my God, how good was Craig David? There's a sentence I never thought I'd say out loud. But if you watch Jules Holland's Hootenanny, which is my annual tradition, by the way, I've been doing this with my wife since we were together as 19, 20-year-olds. And Craig David stole the show. There was some amazing... Olivia Dean was amazing. Imelda May was amazing. There were some amazing people on it. But Craig David was the star. So, the stipend said, betting ruins lives. That might be the case, my friend. But this isn't a betting game, it's a sweepstakes game. I have to make that very clear to you. This isn't betting, this is a sweepstakes game. And I've been told that I have to make that very clear to you. So, again, I'm not saying your statement is right or wrong, but this isn't the place for condescension, sir. I don't drink alcohol, but I don't tell you not to have a drink. My mum and dad are alcoholics, but I don't judge anybody else for what they do. And as I've mentioned, this is not betting. This is a sweepstakes game. Again, there's a legal difference to those, my friend, and it's not up to you and I to figure that one out. It's up to the legal minds that are far more intelligent than you and I. So please keep your condescension exactly where it belongs, to yourself. Anyway, my point was Craig David, like I was saying. How good was he? Oh my God. Just him and a man with a guitar. And that's to me, that's the perfect level of Craig David right there. If you haven't watched it, watch it back or Google it. It's incredible. It's incredible. He was brilliant. That's how boring I am, by the way. That is literally my New Year's, except for the year 1999 where I was working on New Year's Eve. That's pretty much been my New Year's Eve for the last 20-something years. Is it not risky to be playing both a right back, said Haris. Yeah, it is. But I also think it's the right decision. I did it in my own preview for the game. I think it's the right decision. I like the balance that we had down the right-hand side with Frimpong and Conor Bradley for the brief times we've seen them together. And I do think we've been more naturally left-sided since Salah hasn't been in the team, and we've been focused more attacks down there. I think this could give us a bit more balance as well as some great options. Two great engines on both of them. We know they can get up and down that right flank all day. Frimpong is a bit more pace than Bradley. I'm excited by it, genuinely, but I do get your worry because, both of our starting or both of our senior right backs are on the pitch at the same time. What was this one? Ian gifted 5 memberships as well. Thank you, Ian. Apparently I missed that one, so apologies on that one, mate, if I did miss it. Thank you, Ian, for gifting those 5 memberships. Big Chili too said, had 15 odd drinks at my work Christmas party a few weeks back and had cricket the next day. Took 3 for 18 off 8 straight overs. That's not... maybe hangovers are the way forward, dude. I know loads of lads when we were playing football, like in 18, 19, that used to swear they played better with a hangover. That wouldn't be me, for what it's worth. I'm useless to everybody with a hangover. I'm not much use to people without a hangover either, but with a hangover, definitely useless. Right, let's get going. Sign that Ramos from PSG, said Lee Duffield. I don't know, man. I'm torn on the idea of bringing in a centre forward on a short-term deal. There's been a couple mentioned. Obviously, you said Gonzalo Ramos of Paris Saint-Germain. That's been one name that's been mentioned. Ivan Toney was another name that was thrown into the mix. But I don't know. Do we need one? I'd rather we actually went out and got in one of the utility wide players that we've a longer-term vision for than bringing in somebody to cover for 8 to 10 weeks because Isak's out. It just feels a bit overkill for me. Leona, did I miss your super chat, my friend? My apologies if I did. Let me scroll back through. I did, Leona. I did, my friend. Sorry. Okay, Craig. Happy New Year. I'm optimistic about the game. Keep being you. Never mind the trolls. They're just jealous of our community. Thank you, Leona. Appreciate you. So look, the results over the last, there was a couple of games before New Year's Eve, so on the, 29th, and those results kind of went in our favour. Chelsea dropped points, Villa have dropped points. Chance for us today to get within 5 points of Aston Villa with a win, and let's hope that we do it. Because, that's what I want us to be doing. That's what we all want us to be doing. Hunting into those third places. Then if we can catch Villa, we try to look a bit above us again. But again, it comes from a win today, so let's hope for the 3 points. Right. Where am I? Sorry, I'm getting back to my comments here. Christina van der Merwe said Ekitike has to score today. Then he scored on every day of the week. I didn't know that, but I love that. I love that, Christina. Scoring on every day of the week. There you go. Who doesn't want to score on every day of the week? And that would be a very unique stat to have as well. Yeah, I just want to win today. Keep the run going. Keep the points tally going up. And fingers crossed then, we can keep pushing on. Craig, any idea on the Club Brugge centre-back we're being linked with? Yes, I've been banging on about him for a very, very long time. Regular viewers of the channel will know I've been speaking about Joel Ordonez for a while. I rate him very, very highly. He's 21. He came through Independent del Valle, which is the club that brought through Moise Caicedo, William Pacho, Piero Hincapié. Got good experience as well at just 21 already there with Club Brugge in both the Champions League and in his, in the Belgian league. He could have a little word with Simon Mignolet as well about moving to Liverpool. But if you asked me maybe 3 months ago, I would have told you Chelsea were pushing hard and probably were the favourites. But Liverpool have jumped ahead of them as Leeds have, as Chelsea have dropped off. So 21 for the price tag and the talent, I would say this would be a no-brainer. And I think you'll be very pleased if Liverpool signed Ordonez, which it is looking more and more likely. Stephen Copeland, how are we, mate? Hey, Craig, hope you and the family had a great Christmas and New Year. Don't know why. Feel no signing this month, but I'm hopefully at centre back. Well, today more and more stuff is talking about Joel Ordonez. So let me read you out a couple of pieces here. So Ecuadorian outlet Terrada Sportes now report that Liverpool have already reached an agreement with the player, with negotiations between the clubs underway. That comes from our friends at LFC Transfer Room. Also, Boliv.com or BOLAVIP.com. Joel Ordonez is close to being a Red, with Inter's offer still on the table. Unless the Italian side decide to withdraw it, then he'll have a clear path to joining Liverpool. Chelsea, on the other hand, were not close to the numbers Club Brugge wanted. So again, Inter's still there as well, but we know Liverpool can certainly offer a bit more money than Inter Milan with regards to the wages and whatnot. But what Liverpool, I think, could also offer him is the ability to become the central back partner of Virgil van Dijk, because this guy could very well be Canade's long-term successor. Us getting Ordonez leads me to believe we aren't renewing Canada. This summer we probably sign Gay. That's kind of where my head's at. Now, I don't know the Canada contract situation. I really don't. I'm not trying to say this is going to happen or that's going to happen. I haven't got a clue what happens with his contract. But if I'm guessing, I would agree with you. I think this does give Liverpool a bit more breathing room, and then potentially, we just see what happens with Canada. Right, so somebody said who's on the bench today for the Reds. It is Mamadashvili, Kirkes, McAllister, Chiesa, Gakpo, Ramsey, Nioni, Engamoa, and Lucky. That is the bench. 1 second. So, some quotes from Arne Slot, and he said on what he expects. They've had some good results recently, a lot actually. They have their threats, and we have to be prepared for that. And we should know all about Leeds' threats, them pegging us back to 3-3 not too long ago at Ellen Road. So, fingers crossed we can turn that result in our favour today. On Liverpool's winning run, this is what our managers had to say before the game. If you are a Liverpool manager, you want to win, and it's expected of us to win. This doesn't matter if it's the start of the season, the beginning, or the end. We want to continue this run as long as possible. Leeds are on a good run as well. We'll have to be at our best to have a chance of winning this game. Again, can't really argue with any of that. It's the Premier League. There are no such thing as easy games. And, Leeds have rediscovered some form recently. Got a draw against Sunderland recently away from home. They probably felt unlucky not to get the win in. Again, they're coming in knowing they got a point against us the last time we played them. So I'm sure they're confident they can try to do something today at Anfield. What we can't let them do is get Anfield a bit nervous. So we got to make sure we do start the game early, because we don't want a position where Anfield starts to feel a little bit tetchy, a little bit nervy. So, fingers crossed. Needs to be a win, 3-0 due to 2-0 PTSD. No excuses, we're at home, said that meme guy. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the stream where I ask you to hit that like button for me. Let's make sure we do get up to 1,000 likes before kick-off. We've got 35 minutes left to go before we get underway in the first watch-along of 2026. And hopefully the start of a good year for the club and for all of us. So, Craig, if we lose this at slot out, I'm going to refuse to answer that question at the minute, if it's okay. Because every time I answer a question about the manager, somebody has a pop at me somewhere for the answer. And my position has been pretty straightforward and clear all the way through. So, all I'm going to say is, I want Liverpool to win games of football. I have no agenda for the manager to be fired. But if we don't keep winning games of football, after the run he's had, I think his job should come under pressure again. But right now, we're in a run of victories, and I'm very happy for that. And as long as we keep winning, I'll be happy. That's the most politically correct answer I can give you today. Because I don't want to start today on negativity. I don't want to start today on what ifs. Let's just see what happens, and we'll go from there. I want them to win. You want them to win. We're on a winning streak. Let's hope we can keep it going. I've only joined. What do you think of Slot finding another way not to play Chiesa? I'm not surprised. Like I've said many, many times, I'm just not surprised. You know, there's a long history here of him not playing Chiesa. I never expected anything else, and you know, I tried to say this to people. This isn't, by the way, another me trying to have a shot at Arna. This is just a fact. You know, I'm not surprised he's not in the starting 11, and I don't know many people who are surprised that he's not in the starting 11. What will be interesting to see is if the manager needs him and he needs to look to the bench, what will he do? So let's wait and see. Who have we got on the bench? So let's have a look again at the options. We've got Mamardashvili, so, you know, no need to talk about the goalkeeper, hopefully. Kirkez, Maka, Chiesa, Gakpo. Ramsey, Nioni, Engamoa, Lucky. So Chiesa and Gakpo and Engamoa are three attacking options. Obviously, we've got a couple of defensive options there. Chiesa and Maka. We've got Nioni, a young right back in there, and Calvin Ramsey, and a young centre back in Wellesley Lucky. So there we go. Right now, let's talk about the Leeds 11 for the first time. It's Perry in goal, then Burnout right back, Bijol, Stroik, Goodmanson, Stack, Empadu, Gruev, James Justin, Mecha, and Aronson. That is the Leeds 11. And again, Leeds coming into this in decent form. Unlucky not to get the win against Sunderland, in my opinion. And like I said, we drew with them at Ellen Road not too long ago. On us today, we need to make sure we get those 3 points. That game still hurts, by the way. You know, there's context important when it comes to a result. And drawing a game when you're winning it, it feels like a loss. But if it's the other way around, I'm sure, like I said, Leeds fans left Ellen Road that day buzzing with their late comeback. For us, though, it did feel like a defeat. Predicted score. I'm going to stick with my 3-1, mate. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my 3-1 that I went for my score prediction. But I'll take, you know, like I said, I'll take any win today. But I'd rather if we could start well. If we start like we started in our last game, I think we'll be okay. I thought against Wolves in the first 45 minutes, we played very well. And, you know, if we can repeat that, hopefully. Look, Leeds are a better team than Wolves. Let's make no mistake about that. But I did like that first 45. I thought we had a bit of a swagger. There were some good connections around the pitch. But there is one thing that we haven't yet really spoken about today. That is Dominic Szoboszlai being back from his suspension. And Ibrahim Kanade, by the way, also cannot pick up another yellow card. If he picks up another yellow card today, he's out for the Fulham game. So we got to make sure that Kanade gets through this game without a booking, or he's going to serve a suspension just like Dom did in the game before. Any thoughts on the sacking of the set-piece coach? Yeah, all my thoughts are public in there, mate. Watch them if you want. I feel like a lot of the questions that you've asked me are trying to tempt me into answers that are going to get me in trouble. And it's no surprise to me that it's an account name that I've never heard of before, and I don't understand why these very particular questions are coming from you. So consider this your warning. Like I've said, this year I'm not biting. I'm trying to come in and concentrate on the fun stuff and the good stuff. So my opinion on the set-piece coach doesn't really matter. The opinion of the manager, those at the club, is all that matters. And they decided that Aaron Briggs needed to be relieved of his duties. Anything else after that, it's not going to change the situation. Stephen Copeland, hope you and the family had a great Christmas, New Year. I don't know why, but feel no signing this month. Sorry, Stephen, I've already gone over that one. My apologies. Like I said, I think the centre-back is going to get done. But other than that, I'm not really sure what to expect for the month of January in the signings front. Just had a homemade pizza. Oh, nice, nice. I do love a homemade pizza. I love any form of pizza, really, to be honest with you. It doesn't have to be homemade. Well, no, I'm not going to lie. I am a snob. I am a pizza snob. I am. I'll tell you, I'm a basic bitch coffee drinker, but I am a pizza snob. You comment Liverpool news every day. Why not when it's releasing contracts of staff? So, again, I've spoken about it 4 times on 4 different videos. So if you were somebody who actually watched my Liverpool news, like you say, which is my job, you'd know my answer to the question. And I've answered it multiple times. So I'm not answering it again because it's a setup question. And the setup question is for me to get angry about it, blaming Arna on it so people can give out to me. So if you want to know my answer, go back and watch any of the videos that we released the day he was fired, and you'll get all the answers you'd like, my friend. And also, there's one more thing that I really think you need to understand. Most importantly, is I'll do things my way. The way that it makes me comfortable. The way that I enjoy in a time and a manner that works best for me. Not because somebody I've never met demands an answer. That's not how this works. That's not how life works. I've made the answers to this question public on multiple occasions. If you'd like to find the answers, go watch the videos. No problem. But it landed me in a load of trouble, and I'm not starting the new year with another headache. I'm still singing Craig David in my head as well. It really was a good performance from Craig David last night. My opinion is that Craig should be the new Liverpool manager. Mate, your opinion's wrong. I don't want to be responsible for the lad that being the lad that relegates the club I love, because I'd be no good as a Liverpool manager. Put me in for the team talks, coach. Sign me up for that part of it. I'd love that. But yeah, no, don't be putting me in for the tactical stuff and all that. Which song? Fill me in. Yeah, fill me in. That's the one that's going through my head at the minute. My head's gone, cost averted to answer phone. Red wine bottle, half the contents gone. That's just on loop in my head at the minute. Because he was so good last night. He's not one of those lads that's been around for so long, but you've forgotten that he actually had such a good, soulful voice. And then you hear him again, you're like, yeah, actually, there was a reason he was good back in the day. Nola Eli said, I feel like I haven't heard that song in 20 years. Well, it's his 25-year anniversary of his release of his first album, so he's kind of doing a thing now. Really would say just watch back Jules Holland's Hootenanny from last night and just fast forward or whatever to the Craig David bit. It's amazing. Really, really. Myself and my wife were both like, oh, shit. Dude still got it. Did you see Paul Whitehouse in the background getting down? Yeah, I did. It was definitely a couple of occasions where he was like, I think I know some of the words. And he was like, and then when he started doing the rapping parts, Paul Whitehouse was like, yeah, Paul Whitehouse is a genius though. His Julio Giorgio character. I mean, I'm getting old school now, but his Julio Giorgio character is one of the most beautifully hilarious characters on the Fast Show. It's still to this day, that and the Scorchio, those two. But the Julio Giorgio, oh my god, lads, that was amazing. Remember Plan B? I do, and he was really good as well. Yeah, Plan B was really good. There was lots of that kind of music back in the day that I used to enjoy, and Plan B was certainly part of it. Any centre-back signing news in January? Yes, Liverpool closing in, according to multiple reports now, on Jola Donez of Club Bruges or Club Brugge. 21-year-old Ecuadorian centre-back. Really good talent. One that, we've been talking about on the channel since the summertime. And one that I'm personally very, 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 very happy because, we ran a poll yesterday and we asked which one would you like? And he just about beat out Maxence Lacroix by like 1% or something like that in the poll that we ran. So yeah, look, I'm happy. If Liverpool can get Ordonez in, I think it's a great piece of business. Strickland Banks, yeah. That was Plan B's alter ego, wasn't it? Strickland Banks, or was that the name of the album? I just remember there was something around that. Craig, I'm young and I don't know who this Craig David lad is. You probably know him from some of the Just Eat ads recently. So if you're young and you don't know who Craig David is, he's the black guy who's in some of the Just Eat ads that's singing his way through the ads lately. Craig David back in my day was shit hot. Like, he wrote some of the biggest kind of, I guess, R&B love kind of songs of my era, going back when I was a youngster. And I think he's gotten better as he's gotten older, because when I heard him last night, going back over some of the songs, it was incredible stuff. Like, wow, wow, wow. Go Craig David. It was awesome. Sounds obvious, but performance needed, said Henry Sprake. Yeah, performance would be welcome. Definitely, mate. 100%. But a win. A win is a win is a win, bro. As they say, a win is what's needed. Bo Selecta. Yes. Yes. Rewind when the crowd says Bo Selecta. Rewind when the crowd says Bo Selecta. Exactly. Just banger after banger after banger. And he sounded even better with just a fella with an acoustic guitar. It just worked. It was great. I feel like I'm on a one-man mission here to promote Craig David today when, I just thought he was brilliant. Did somebody say Just Eat? Did somebody say? They need to get me in one of those ads. I don't know what I do in it, quite frankly, but I'd happily do one where I get free food. I live in an area, though, where there isn't much in the whole Just Eat kind of Uber Eats game. There's not really much. Few Just Eat ones, but there's not really much around where I live with regards to, when I go up to Dublin or and you look at the phone and there's just options all over the gaff. Craig David all over your boink. Absolutely. David coming out with all the lyrics. Exactly. Just appreciate the man's greatness. My top 5 players right now. I don't know, mate. That's a bit too. It's a bit too in depth for a pre-game conversation. Top 5 players, and I need context. Is that a Liverpool or is that in the world? Because again, different answers. Love Craig David. Love the show. Was brilliant last night. Awesome. Was awesome. As was, what was Diane? The young lady Diane. What was her name? I can't remember the other young lady's name that was singing in the gold dress. I think it was something Diane or something. She was amazing. Imelda May was brilliant. Ronnie Wood was brilliant, of course. But yeah, Craig David stole the show for me last night. Is the game on Sky? Yes, it is indeed. It is on. Let me just give you the channel for this one. For me, I'm going to be watching it on Sky Sports Main Event for those who are looking for the game. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a super chat. Actually, a couple of few. Let's go through this. Watching outside at a bonfire. Nice. From South Africa. Enjoy. Stay warm, but stay safe. And get those marshmallows on the go, dude. Got to get s'mores on the go. If my wife loved me, she'd go get me s'mores donuts. Win-win. Yeah, there's one of my local... What are they called? What are those donuts called? Offbeat Donuts. Has anybody near them got an Offbeat Donuts? I don't know if this is just an Irish thing or whatever, but has anybody ever heard of Offbeat Donuts? They're incredible. And they do a donut called the S'mores Donut. Oh my God. It's like filled with Nutella. It's got marshmallow on top and little bicky stuff. Oh, lads. Jessie J killed it. Jessie J always kills it. Jessie J is just a goddess. Just amazing. If you want to try, watch Jessie J on BBC Live Lounge singing "We Found Love," the Calvin Harris Rihanna cover. Go on YouTube, search for that Jessie J Live Lounge cover of "We Found Love." Oh my God, wow, that woman's voice is unbelievable. What do I think of Joel Ordonez? I think he's brilliant, and I think it's a very, very clever acquisition if we can get it done. Yeah, I would have zero complaints of us signing Ordonez. I think it's the right signing. PC Drat said, I love Offbeat. Nice. Offbeat and Jervis Shopping Centre. Nice. So what I love their s'mores donut, and I love their toffee and apple spiced donut. Oh my God, those two are incredible. And if I had a wife who loved me, I'd have some of those today. I can hear her in there going, fuck, he wants one. I'm not even joking. I can hear her. What was that?
I have a wife.
Oh, hi, wife. Hi. Yeah. People in the chat were just saying to me how it's a tradition for them on New Year's to go to Offbeat Donuts and get donuts. It's mad. The chat's full of it. People like, there's one in Jervis Shopping Centre.
The chat's full of it, or you're full of it? Which?
Both.
You're full of it.
I'm full of it, and the chat's full of it. I am full of it. Look, no, I'm not going to send her up to Dublin, John. I'm going to be nice to her.
There's an Offbeat Donuts in the N11 about 15 miles from her house.
I don't believe you. Prove it. Prove it. You missed me. The chat thought Craig David was live. You thought we were on Jules Holland again. I gave it the full Craig David treatment.
You couldn't even grow a beard.
That's true. I can't grow a beard. My wife's right. I sometimes look at her as an envy. Woo!
I've acknowledged the fact that the stubble on my chin is better than yours.
You know Tom Selleck.
Have I got a runny? Oh, what was I doing?
You were going to Offbeat Donuts, love. That's what I believe. You came barging in here threatening donuts left, right and centre.
A coffee too?
Yeah.
With the donut or now?
Both select that. I'll have a coffee first, please. You know, I don't want to distract you on your mission.
Okay. You've already distracted
me. We win. We win, folks. Now, watch Karma bite me in the ass when she comes back and says, there's no s'mores donuts with like marshmallow all over her lip. There's no s'mores donuts, Craig. None. Mutz, how are you, bro? And Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year, Craig and Colin. Yeah, I'll pass that on to Colin for you. Colin, Happy New Year. Great sports day here in America with Liverpool and all the college football going on. Let's go Reds. Yeah, I did see that my Cornhuskers, I think, have a game today, if I'm not mistaken. And Chad, you'll be proud of me for actually knowing that, I hope. And our underdogs, from what I can gather. Is it Utah or Idaho that they're playing? Damn it, Craig, you just blew any chance you had of getting those donuts. Oh, you don't know. That's not how my wife works, mate. Do you want me to tell you how this situation's going to play out? This is how this situation's going to work. She'll get the donuts. And then tonight, I don't know, let's say 10 o'clock, she'll come strolling into the sitting room and she'll go, I seen these runners. And my other runners have a mark on them. But I don't want to be greedy. Do you think I should get them? That's what will happen. And them 2 donuts will end up costing me a pair of Air Max or something. They lost to my beloved Utah. See? They've already lost. I'm already behind on it. Wadies says, Happy New Year, Craig. Best for 2026. Thank you. Appreciate you. Confident with Soboslai. Always confident with Dom and the team. Always confident. Right, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, our predictions. You still have time to go across and enter our Big Up Predictions game for this one, where, don't forget, if you enter, you will go into the draw for $25,000 every time you enter a Predictions Big Up game up until the end of today with our friends at Big Up. You can either download the Big Up's iOS app or go to bigup.com or scan the QR code in the bottom corner. Here are our picks for today. We've gone for a flex play option, meaning that we can get one of these 4 wrong, but if the other 3 still come up, we win a prize, which will be $20.50. Ekatike will score a goal. We've said yes. Federico Chiesa will score a goal or give an assist. We've said no. Liverpool will lead at half-time. We've said yes. And it will be under 3 goals in the match. Once again, we have said yes, that will happen. If you want to play the other option, which is power play, you must get every single selection right to win your prize. It is 18s only. 18s and over, I should say. Excuse me. And also, don't forget, when you enter your first predictions game, our friends at Big Up will credit you with 500 big bucks, which equates to $5. And best of luck to everyone that's entered. I think we were heading for 50 entries already the last time we checked. And I was so close to winning the first 2 weeks. So close, folks. I could have bought me some donuts. I hope you're getting a paycheck from Craig David for all the promotion and high praise. I'm not. But you want to hear an even, like, you know me, mate, brutal honesty, right? The brutal honesty for me is, I won tickets when I was about 19 to go and see Craig David and I didn't go, and I won the tickets and I didn't go. That's a bit of honesty for you, and I should have gone because he's brilliant. Why don't we play Virt centrally? Well, do you know, I was reading something the other day on the Echo, and they were talking about some of the things that were kind of in Arna's inbox to do. And one of the things they talked about was where best to employ Florian Wirtz, who they say could be Slot's most influential decision on what he does with him this season. The Germany international, they write, has become Liverpool's creative force in recent weeks, and maintaining and building that momentum is now imperative. So where best to play him? It's a very fair question that at this moment in time, I would just say, as long as he has space to drift, I'm happy. You know, I've liked the relationships we've been building down the left side. I think Curtis Jones has done well there, and thought Kirk has done well there. But now today we've got Robbo back in. It'll be interesting to see what does go on down that left side. Will Wirtz naturally drift over there? Will he come inside? Will Szoboszlai drift over? And also, really interested to see the right-hand side with Bradley and Frimpong both on the pitch today. Josh Brayshaw. Thank you, Josh, for gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate you, bro. What's your take on the Maresca situation? You've said, I'm surprised Slot is still employed. I'm trying so hard today. I'm trying. So my take on the Maresca situation is that I'm really intrigued to know what went on behind the scenes. Because I think it was after the Everton game, Maresca, even though they won, said something like, this has been the toughest week, or the week I felt least supported since I've managed Chelsea. Something in and around that. And it felt like from that moment on, his cards were marked. But I really don't know what's gone on, to be honest, behind the scenes. I don't know, but Chelsea have always been fairly ruthless when it comes to coaches. But the idea of maybe bringing in Liam Senior, that doesn't... If I was a Chelsea fan, that wouldn't be filling me full of confidence. Like, what is he? He's managing Strasbourg, which I think is one of their friendly clubs or one of their branded clubs. And they're like 7th or something like that. I don't know. If I was a Chelsea fan, I wouldn't be overly excited at the idea of Liam Senior coming in to take over. And I would have always expected Liverpool to be more patient with their coach than Chelsea would be with theirs. Even though I do think it got to a point where Arna probably should have faced the firing. But right now, we're in the midst of a winning streak. So let's just focus on keeping that winning streak going. Tried to close that gap to Aston Villa today, which would be the 5 points if we win. And take it from there. You know, if we keep winning, hopefully the style will come. Hopefully the players will gel. Hopefully things will figure themselves out. But I went through last night and I gave you 3 things that worry me for this month or for now. The 3 things that worry me are bringing in a defensive reinforcement. That's number 1. And it looks like we're trying to do that. Another thing that concerns me is Canade's contract situation and the uncertainty around that, because I don't want the headlines that we had all the way through the Trent situation, the Salah situation, the Virgil situation, of him being linked with clubs far and wide. And the third thing is Mohamed Salah's situation, because I don't think that's over either. I think when he comes back from the AFCON, it's going to be a similar situation where he may feel frustrated if he's not getting played every single week. So they're the 3 things that concern me the most at the minute around the club. But on the other side of it, there's certainly some positives as well. Wirtz is starting to perform better, got his first goal. The relationships that we're talking about are starting to build a bit better on both sides of the pitch. I'm still worried about the amount we concede defensively, particularly from set pieces. Hopefully that will improve moving forward. And Ekitike, keeping him fit is going to be really important as well. So somehow trying to manage the workload on Ugo over the next while, where we've only got 1 central striker, that'll be another important thing to keep an eye on. Futsky with Rutsky said Everton. Welcome in, mate. You're all very welcome in, sincerely. Blue half of Merseyside, red half of Merseyside. Doesn't matter, mate. I love your city. I love the people of it, and you're very welcome in. That meme, guys, the whole contract situation was so boring to listen to and was so frustrating. Exactly. And we don't want it again. We don't want to have to sit through all of that again because it just distracts us all. You know, it takes up conversation, Colin Minch's mental energy from focusing on the team and the lads. You know, match days for me are without doubt my favourite days because we can just focus on the game and talk about what we're seeing in front of us and, you know, live in the moment. Sam, how are we, mate? Thank you for your super chat, Sam. Said, must say, I'm a happy chappy with that lineup. Verts off the left, lovely sauce. Happy Fede got some time off the bench, and Happy New Year. Same to you, my friend. Happy New Year. Do we know the refs for the game yet? Yes, I can tell you the officials. Give me 1 second. I'll let you know the officials right now. Or maybe I don't have them in front of me. Hang on. I did have the officials for the game. Yeah, I don't have them in my notes anymore. Sorry. Yeah. I'm sure somebody will send them on to me in a minute. But I did them in the predictions video, but I don't have those notes to hand at the moment. Or do I? No, I don't. Undead since 99. How are we, my friend? I don't often watch live as I'm at work, but I always watch your content back as a vid. Just wanted to wish you and your family a happy new year, filled with nothing but love and happiness. Much love. Thank you so much, mate. That means a lot. And the same to you and your family. I wish you health, happiness, and love in 2026. Right, now I've got the officials for you. Thank you, Connor, and thank you, Keane. So the referee is Chris Kavanagh. His officials today, beside him are Dan Cook and Blake Atribus. Fourth official, Anthony Taylor. VAR, Darren England. And assistant VAR, Wade Smith. They are the officials for the day. So there's a lot of talk about Canada. Do we have any updates on the Robertson contract situation? Really good question, mate. Not that I'm aware of. Which is a strange one. You know, you're right to bring it up, Storm. It's a fair question. You know, we do, I think, focus a lot on the contract situation for Canada, but Andy Robertson and Freddie Rudman, for what it's worth, are both in the same position. And I don't know where we are with the Robertson situation. What I would say, though, and maybe mentally this could be unfair of me, I don't know. But for somebody like Andy Robertson, I look at it a bit differently. Because you're talking about somebody, again, over the age of 30, who's given great service to our club over a long period. And I'm always more relaxed about a player like Robbo deciding his future. Because when we look at Andy Robertson, wholeheartedly, I think he hasn't made his mind up. And that, no doubt in my mind on that. Whereas when I looked at Trent or a Canade situation, I felt different. I felt like they were stringing people along and they had made their mind up. I don't feel the same applies here to Robbo, where I think maybe he's waiting to see minutes-wise how much he gets. But it's a good question, and one that I wish I had a confirmed answer for you. Craig, without obviously knowing who does, who do you think watches the channel? I think Curtis and probably Ekatika or Frimpong. I can honestly say I don't think I've given much thought to that over the years. Yeah, I'm look. I'd have to believe that one or two have probably stumbled across our channel over the 7 or 8 years we've been doing this. But I wouldn't have a clue. I don't have any interactions with any players. I don't have any proof that any players watch things or anything like that. So I really don't know, mate. I wouldn't have a clue. I'd like to think one or two would, because, you know, that'd be lovely because you're a Liverpool fan, but I really don't have a clue. David Jones, always lovely to see you, David, my man. So good evening, Craig. Hope you and the family had a good Christmas and a happy new year. Hope Vert scores again. Reds win today, 3-0. Nice. We love that. We love that. 3-0, do me the finest, David. Connor reckons I'd say most have seen you pop up on TikTok or something. Yeah, but you see, that worries me. Even if, like... Okay, so I'm going to expand a little bit on my answer now. It worries me that if the club or a player or anybody related to Liverpool sees a clip of me, that worries me. Because I know my clips can be funny, insane, angry, and lots of different things. So I would much feel calmer if I knew somebody, let's say, watched 20 minutes of a stream. That would make me feel like, okay, they'll probably get the gist of the channel far better watching a 15-20 minute live stream than watching a clip where, you know, sometimes I watch clips of me and I'm like, yeah, you're an asshole. And that's me. Right, coffee's here. So, part one. Now all we need are the donuts, folks, and we're on a win. And this is the good coffee, by the way, from the new machine. No more basic bitch living for me on the coffee front. So, any coffee aficionados out there, I need some bean suggestions. I don't drink any of your frothy milk coffee nonsense. I'm an Americano person, but I need some tips on good, strong coffee beans worth getting. Like, I mean strong, not this piddly number 3 nonsense. I mean 5, 6, 7 level coffee. Blue Butterfly, Connor saying, is a good brand. I think I'm drinking Frank and Honest at the minute. I think it's the name of the coffee beans I'm drinking at the minute. And they're nice, just not strong enough for me. I do like a strong cup of coffee. Do I put milk in my coffee? Yeah, just a dash of cold milk, mate. 1 sugar, a dash of cold milk, and an Americano, you know, with the extra shot there, just to make sure that the old brain snaps into action. 2 tea bags. No, tea bags are for people that just refuse to really want that coffee here. My wife's a tea drinker, and I just don't see the point of drinking tea. See, I drink coffee for a function, because 1, it keeps you regular. Let's just do that. Let's be nice about that. And 2, you know, it wakes me up. Like, if you've seen me before coffees and asked me to string a sentence together, probably getting 2 or 3 words wrong in that sentence. Turkish coffee, if you like it strong. Oh, Paul. Turkish coffee is delicious. Delicious. But it's second in the world for me. You know, I love my friends in Turkey. I love their food. I love the Turkish coffee. But if I'm saying, give me 1 cup of coffee again, I had a cup of coffee in Little Havana in Florida, in Miami, and it was like I had snorted a line of coke. I drank this coffee, and I swear to God I could have ran a marathon after I drank the coffee. I was ready to go full Rocky. Like, it's the only time I've drank a cup of coffee and I thought, has that been laced with something? It was like syrup. It was that strong, but my God, it was good. Take that tea comment back. No. Just admit that you can't stand coffee. Get ready for the big boy cup. Come on, you need your coffee. I use instant coffee, a lot of sweetener, and cold water. So look, I've been an instant coffee drinker my entire life, mate. I've tried a few of the pod coffee machines over the years. I always thought they didn't make big enough cups, and you had to use 2 pods, and it was just getting to be a waste of money. So I did my research, and I don't think I've ever researched anything I've bought more in my life than the coffee machine I researched. I mean, I spent a good 3 to 4 months researching the coffee machine that I bought, and bought it, and now, and top of my list of things for the coffee machine was, it has to be idiot proof. I don't want to be needing to do any work except push a button. And yeah, I don't want to have to grind the beans. I don't want to have to do twiddly shit. I want to push the button and that's it. And that's exactly what we did. I'm 17. Should I be drinking coffee? That isn't the question that I can answer, sir. That is a you and your own family decision. I think I drank tea till I was about 20. And then I think I started drinking coffee because my work life changed a bit and I needed coffee. I needed more. Like, I don't like energy drinks. So I don't drink Red Bull, don't drink Monster Energy, don't drink any of those type of drinks. So coffee's my kind of energy boost, I guess. There he is. How are we, Brian? Happy New Year. Love to you, my friend, the AA team and community. Let's try to shape the world much better with love and civility. Yes, please, Brian. Yes, please. Absolutely. And happy Christmas and Merry New Year to you and your good lady wife, and to Vern and to Laurie, and to the whole crew. Brian, I'm looking forward to you coming over the next time because we need you to try that Thin Lizzy whiskey or Thin Lizzy spiced rum that we found the bottles of for you. So next time you're over, there'll be 2 bottles of that waiting for you. And it's always a pleasure to see you in, my friend. I don't know if you did get my message about Adam. I sent it to Vern as well. We're trying to raise money for Adam to go and defend his European titles. We are over 53% of the way there. And again, I'll be talking about that at a future date, but there is a link in the description. And right, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, one more time before we get underway, because there's less than 50 minutes to go. Let's take you through one more time. We've joined up with Big Up, a community platform where you can add more fun to every Anfield Agenda watch along by playing their exciting new predictions game. Predictions is a sweepstakes game, and I've got to make that really clear. It's a sweepstakes game, not a betting product, where you can win some fantastic prizes, and there's even a free-to-play option. For every Anfield Agenda watch-along, we'll have a corresponding predictions game set up on Big Up ready for you to play. Either download the Big Up iOS app, head over to bigup.com, or scan the QR code in the bottom corner of the screen. Click on the Games tab once you see the Anfield Agenda watch along, and you'll see the list of 6 prediction questions ready for you to answer. Answer between 2 and 6 of them, and that's it. You're all set. The more questions that you select, the bigger your potential prize. Choose your entry amount and then decide if you'd like to play Power Play, or as we've done today, play Flex Play. In Power Play, you must get every selection correct to win a prize. However, in Flex Play, even if one of your selections loses, you still win a prize if you've got a minimum of 3 selections. Now is a great time to enter because Big Up have 2 great promotions running. Firstly, every prediction game that you enter between now and, well, the end of the day, you will automatically be entered into a $25,000 lucky draw where one person will be walking away with that. Every prediction game entry counts as 1 entry into that draw. And also, for your first predictions game, when you sign up and play your first predictions game, our friends at Big Up will give you $5 or 500 big bucks, which you can use to play future predictions games or to tip your favourite content creator, whomever that may be. And again, 18s plus only. And thank you so much for your time and for your support. And I still have that Craig David song going on in my head. Do you think we will sign Semenyo? I don't. No, I don't. Now, I know as much about that as you do. I have no information on Semenyo, but it very much is looking like he's going to Manchester City. And I'm going to say this in advance, and I've said it a long time. I think it's the wrong move for him. I think a move to Liverpool, a move to Arsenal would have been a far better move for Antoine Semenyo than a move to Manchester City. I don't think it'll work out as well. Next up, I wish you and Connor all the best for 2026. Thank you, Will, and right back to you. Thank you for your support. 15 months as a member as well, bro. Love you and appreciate you. Cyberfleet said I'm going for 2-1 to the Reds, Wirtz and an Ekatike goal. So to get back to this, Cyberfleet, I don't understand how anybody can put sweeteners in a coffee. My father-in-law drinks sweeteners, and sometimes my wife will drink sweeteners if there's no sugar in the house. I can't drink them at all. Not at all. There's something about... what's going on here? Why is Sky shit in the bed? Sorry, I've got a problem here at my Skybox all of a sudden. Oh, God, I hate when this happens. Right before the game as well. I might have to go full Heronomics here and go on to my backup. 10 minutes to go, wife's not here either. Let me try and do the all reliable, turn it on and off and see if it works. Come on. Come back on, silly little machine. Come on, come back on. There's a good machine. Uh-oh. Pull the wire out and go back in. And then we'll try this again. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I've got a backup plan, don't worry. If it doesn't work, there's a backup plan. Always happens when she leaves the house as well. Why is Robertson starting? Is it to give Kirkes a rest? Well, he's not injured. If that you said about that, yeah, he's it must be just to rotate, in all honesty. Why do you think he wants to join City? Well, we haven't made a move for him. Like, we've got to be honest about that as well. Like, Liverpool haven't made a move for Antoine Semenyo, so you can only really look at the options that are available to you. Any news on Joel Ordonez? Yes, it looks like it's progressing according to a couple of outlets, so keep your fingers crossed on that one. I will read you out some notes coming in. So a couple of reports. One says Joel Ordonez is close to being a Red with Inter Milan's offer still on the table. Unless the Italian side decide to withdraw it, then Liverpool will have a clear path. So Chelsea have dropped out of the running, but Liverpool looking very likely to push ahead for that move for Joel Ordonez. Right, we're going through the restarting process here with the Skybox. So keep your fingers crossed for me, but as I said, don't worry, there's always a backup plan. So, did I tell you my New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is a simple one. It's not to click on any comment that's been deleted by the moderators to have a morbid curiosity as to what the comment was. Because 90% of the times, 90% of the times when I do read out something like that, that's what's happened. The mods have removed it already. My morbid curiosity clicks on it, and then I get angry at it. So that's my my goal for the new year is to not do that. Right, Mr. Skybox, come on, play ball. Come on, keep your fingers crossed for me. We're about to find out if we've got any joy or not. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're winning. We're winning. There we go. She's back on. Plan B, no need. No need for plan B. We're all good. Right. We need 136 likes in 7 minutes to get to the 1,000 before kickoff, ladies and gents. So if you can, please do let me see you click that like button. If you haven't subscribed, would appreciate you to do that as well, but definitely on the like stuff. Anfield looking magnificent today. Do you think we would sign Gay as well? The Gay stuff has always looked likely to be the summer, according to many reports. You know, for me, and I think Have Solokol and a couple of others, maybe Lewis Steele, our belief is that Mark Gay is a gentleman's agreement with Liverpool to come and become a Liverpool player. But I'm not going to lie, I will get nervous as time goes on from January, February, March, because of course there will be clubs sniffing around him that can talk to him about a pre-contract that Liverpool can't do yet. My New Year's resolution is 4K, said Rabadan. 4K? Oh, yeah, now I get the joke. Sorry. I was thinking you want to make 4K? Do you have a channel I don't know about? You want 4K subscribers? And then I just remembered you were talking about the actual resolution of what you were looking at being 4K. But, you know, that's sometimes the obvious stuff that goes over my head, Rabadan. And thank you, man, for 35 months with us. Calls the word to answer phone. Red wine bottle, half the contents gone. I will be keeping an eye on the leaderboard, by the way, as well, throughout the prediction competition. We've got 64 in it now. 64 people in it. Best of luck to everybody in the competition. But mainly best of luck to me, let's be honest. You know, I want me to be the top dog. Just scan that QR code in the bottom right hand corner if you want to come across and join up with us on Big Up. And remember, it is 18s plus. Nessie, how are we? Always a pleasure to see you. The teams are in the tunnel, by the way, at Anfield, getting ready to come out onto the hallowed turf. Happy New Year, Craig and the AA family. Thank you, Nessie. Right back to you, my friend. So, last chance to get your promotions in. Your promotions? Last chance to get your predictions in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sticking with my 3-1, but do let me know what you're thinking. I'll run through the teams again for you before we get underway. Right, for Leeds, it's Perry, it's Bornau, Bijol, Stroik, Goodmanson, Stach, Ampadu, Gruev, Justin, Nemecha and Aronson. That is Leeds starting 11. For Liverpool, it's Alisson Becker, Connor Bradley, Andy Robertson, Ibrahim Kanade, Virgil van Dijk. Midfield of Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberch. Then it's Frimpong, Wirtz and Soboslai with Hugo Ekitike up top. The bench today, for Leeds, it's Bogle, Calvert-Lewin, Pirro, Okafor, Harrison, Tanaka, Byram, Darlow and Nonto. Very interesting that they have Calvert-Lewin on the bench, considering I think he just set a Leeds club record in the top flight for 6 or 7 games in a row where he scored in every game. So I don't know whether it's a fitness thing or what there, or a tactical thing, but he has been on the bench today for Leeds. For Liverpool, our bench is Kirkez, Maka, Chiesa, Gakpo, Mamadashvili, Nioni, Ramsey, Engamoa and Welody Lucky. That is your Liverpool bench. And once again, your referee today is Chris Kavanagh. His assistant referees, Dan Cook and Blake Atribus. For the official, Anthony Taylor. VAR, Darren England. And assistant VAR, Wade Smith. So, I see a few 6-7s in the chat. I used that last night to my wife, but not in the way you used it for. I used it to describe the numbers of certain things I wanted for my dinner. So 6 mini sausage rolls, 7 chicken tenders. That was my 6-7 to my wife last night. I felt like a cool kid for a minute. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Love you, Craig. Thank you so much, Brian. That's really generous of you, mate. Really kind of you and really appreciate it. Thank you, bro. And Happy New Year. Hopefully it's win. Hopefully it's won with love, positivity, happiness and health. What was I saying last night, everybody? Happy. I couldn't say happy last night on the New Year's Eve agenda. I just kept saying happy to everybody. Happy New Year. Happy this, happy that. Itachi, Happy New Year to you as well, bro. Your family and Connor, all the best for the new year and stay healthy. I certainly plan to try, my man. I certainly plan to try. Craig's been corrupted. I know, I felt cool though. You know, I felt cool and a pig at the same time. Because I was like, I want 6 mini sausage rolls and 7 chicken tenders. That's what I want. Joe, Naby Sargent, lovely to see you again, Joe. And Joe was with us last night for the New Year's Eve agenda as well. Nice to see you in, my man. How are you today? Thank you for amazing live stream. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah. I'm feeling optimistic. First game of the season. Hopefully the Reds can get 3 points. Julio Cesar said, hey Craig, Happy New Year to you and your loved ones. Hope you have a great year, my man. I'm about to go on a long drive, but I wanted to wish you well before I do. Hope we win. Come on, the Reds. Well, safe to you, mate. Safe travels to you. I hope you arrive safely. Take your time. And yeah, Happy New Year to you and your family as well, sir. Right, we're about to get on the way. As always, I'll do my best to keep you up to date with what is going on in the game. Shout out once again to our sponsors, Big Up. Don't forget you can join us for every Liverpool game moving forward. We'll have a corresponding game over on Big Up. We are underway. The clock is started. We are underway and Liverpool will be attacking the Annie Road end in the first half. Leeds kick us off. Straight away, the ball, the keeper did do the decent thing, by the way, just in case you're wondering, to start the new year. Keeper did the decent thing and launched it long. What's your watch along for the game on? I'm using Sky Sports main event, mate. Sky Sports main event, Harrison. Right, Leeds throw in, which they get on with quickly. Down our right-hand side. Gravenberch manages to do well, shield it out, and it'll be a Liverpool goal kick. Come on, the Reds. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Trying to play that ball out, and Canades inadvertently played it to a Leeds player. Then Leeds get the ball, go down our right hand side, their left hand side. Now Connor Bradley has fouled one of the Leeds players, and we've given them a dangerous set piece to start off the game. So let's hope we've got our head screwed on here, because this is a very good attacking position for Leeds. It's about 2 yards in from the corner flag on our right hand side. I'll sync up for everybody now in a second. We are now at 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 1 minute 35, 36, 37, 38, 1 minute 39, 1 minute 40. Right, here comes the free kick for Leeds. Ball's crossed in. Allison comes out, gets 2 strong fists on it. Leeds win the second ball. Liverpool then win the third one. Wirtz now flicks it out to Szoboszlai. Come on, Dom. He switches it across. Bit of space now for Bradley on the right. Well done, Allison, by the way, dealing with that cross in from Leeds. He took command of a 6-yard box, came out and got 2 fists on it. Canade to Virgil. Virgil out left side to Andy Robertson. Robertson to Curtis Jones. Back to Virgil. Robbo. Wirtz. He cuts inside. Bit of pressure on him. Keeps possession now. Goes back to Andy Robertson. Robertson to Virgil. Virgil gets... I don't like that from Virgil again. He almost cumbersome in how he wanted to play the clearance, and eventually ended up in a challenge and just about got the ball away, but could have moved that a bit quicker, in my opinion, Virg. Liverpool forced to clear it long, though, and it's back with the Leeds goalkeeper now. "8 years VVD, a Liverpool player today," said Motor Home Dreamer. What an 8 years it's been as well, my man. What an 8 years. I still remember the James Pearce post with Virg, the Christmas tree in that background when that was announced. What a happy day that was. Right, Robertson to Jones. Back to Wirtz. Wirtz cuts inside, plays the ball into Hugo Ekitike. He spins away from his man. Ekitike. Szoboszlai. You need to get it outright. There you go. Frimpong. Bradley goes on the overlap. Frimpong cuts inside. Back to Dominic Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai tries to step over, forgets the ball, and now Leeds are on a counter. They move it into the right channel. Leeds getting bodies forward. Liverpool have 4 back. Cross into the far side of the pitch where Leeds keep it in. It's recycled back to the edge of the box. Leeds, left side of the Liverpool penalty area. Ball back to the edge of the box again. Leeds trying to work space for a cross. They go down the line. Ball pulled across. Canade puts it behind. Leeds corner. Ibu in the right position there to cut out the cross at the near post and put it behind. Again, good position there from Ibu at his near post. Right, corner to Leeds. Far side of the pitch. Happy and prosperous New Year to everyone, said Russ Mays. Thank you, Russ. Appreciate you. Same to you, my friend. Right, corner comes in. Virgil wins the first header. Leeds win the second ball on the edge of the box. Cross in, blocked again from Gravenberch. It'll be another Leeds corner. So do you remember Virgil said something the other day about a lot of the time it's second balls? Well, in this game so far, Leeds have won, in my recollection, every second ball from our clearance. And it was no different this time. So from the free kick, Ali punched it, they won the second ball. From the corner, Liverpool won the first ball, Leeds won the second ball. And now, again, on that occasion, Vert's got a bang to the face, but he looks like he's okay. No blood coming off his nose or anything. And it'll be a Leeds corner this time on the near side. Corner in deep. Leeds win the first header and it goes all the way through to Allison. Gravenberch. Robertson left side. Wirtz back to Robertson. It's misplaced and it's Jones that actually recovers the ball. Now it's out to Canade. Connor Bradley. Frimpong. Bradley. Bradley takes a heavy touch. Manages to regain possession though. Back heel looking for Frimpong. Frimpong gets a cross in. Leeds hook it away, but only as far as Gravenberch. His strike's blocked. Second ball, boys. Bradley heads it. Bit of head tennis going on here. Bradley brings it down. Cuts in field. Back to Virgil inside the centre circle. He goes out left side to Andy Robertson. Robbo. The Wirtz. Ekatike. Wirtz back to Hugo. All this coming down Liverpool's left channel. Hugo gets inside. Tries to dribble through a few Leeds defenders. Eventually they crowd him out. And Leeds are looking to start a counter. Come on, boys. Press. Press. Again, good football here by Leeds as they look to play their way out. But eventually the press does come in. Bradley comes across, gets in a challenge. It's a Leeds throw in on the far side, about halfway inside the Leeds United half. Come on, Jonesy. Second ball. Canade. Soboslai. Down to Gravenberch. Man on, man on. Nope. Liverpool lose possession in the middle of the park. Right, boys. Win it back, win it back. That's it, Dom. Keep pushing. Now Leeds have created a little bit of space by playing around the first Liverpool press. Nothing on though, so Leeds are forced backwards. About halfway inside their own half here now. Again, Leeds try an incisive pass. The Liverpool player steps in, gets in the way. And again, we see Leeds back with their goalkeeper. You can see how confident Leeds are and how prepared they are to play what you do rondos and training for every single week. These little triangles to just get in and around the press and pick up little pockets of space. Look at that there now. There's so many times if you could draw a circle around Liverpool players, there's about 15 yards of space in the centre of the park. There is there again now. Watch, one of the Leeds players will step into that semicircle now. Inside the press. There it is. Again, look, there's the Leeds player showing. We need to get in and win those balls quickly. They can't be having time to settle. Soon as they get past the press, second ball in, Liverpool need to be up in their faces. Come on. Well in, Robbo. Leeds throw in. These are the duels that I'd like to see us win. And yes, aerially, we are good and we want more of them. But that's it. Win them. Crowd them out. Take the ball off them. Start the counter. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Frimpong. Let's go. Virgil now. He heads it down. Come on, the Reds. Hugo. Yes, Hugo. Pinching, winning it back. Jones out towards Hugo, right side. Ref plays an advantage. Hugo steps in. Hugo! Keeper spills it. Second ball. Yeah, it's cleared. Come on, boys. Back to Jones. He rolls it back. Bradley. Bradley puts in a cross. It's hooked up in the air by the Leeds defender. Heads away. Second ball. Gravenberch. Out to Robertson. Ryan Gravenberch. Come on, boys. Little 1-2. There's good tempo. Yes, Jeremy. That's it, son. Unlucky. That electric 5-yard pace of Frimpong is great down that right-hand side. Just there again, the defender stood him up. Frimpong knocked it past him and he was gone before the defender knew what was up. Come on, boys. Craig, your commentary is brilliant. I remember the first. You're so pro now. Thank you, my man. Sometimes I get distracted. This is what I'm saying. I'm trying to focus this year on not getting drawn into arguments and tangents and just trying to keep people informed. And, when there's a break in play, I'll jump back in. But I'm enjoying it. I am. I'm enjoying doing it differently today. Throw in on the far side of the pitch. I think, what's the referee doing? Is he going to drop ball or? I'm lost here. Right, referee's doing a drop ball, drops it back to Leeds. And we're back on their way. I've got to be honest about something, ladies and gentlemen. You know my love for Bobby Firmino. I'm starting to fall in love again. Hugo Ekitike is fastly becoming my new man crush. Every time the dude gets on the ball, I get excited. He just makes stuff happen. Van Dijk wins the header. Jones flicks it on. Second balls. Here we go. Wirtz now with a bit of space, centre of the park. Looking for options ahead of him. There's not much on, so he cuts back infield. Goes to Virgil. Curtis Jones. Lovely ball in between the lines again. Szoboszlai. Wirtz. Oh, he tries the little slide rule ball, but it's blocked. It's back with Leeds keeper. Press. Unlucky. There you go. Second ball. See, remember what I've said before about letting teams have a press, but the only way out and around us is to either go long or play past that press. There's been a few occasions here where Leeds haven't been able to play around the press and their keeper's been forced to just send it long, and we've recycled it and started another attack. Leeds now with a throw in deep inside their own half, kind of just in line with the edge of their 18-yard box on the far side of the pitch. Happy New Year, Craig. Do you ever drink beer? Very rarely. Very rarely. If I'm on holidays, I'll usually grab a couple of bottles of beer and stuff, but not really a big drinker. If I do, it'd be bottles of Corona or San Miguel if I'm in Spain, perhaps. Right, ball over the top looking for Ekitike. He's using his body strength. Ekitike to Wirtz. Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked. Unlucky, boys. I think Hugo feels he could have had a penalty there. So it's a ball over the top for me, Boo. It's a lovely floated ball over the top, I might say. Wirtz is using his strength to hold off, Ekitike is using his strength to hold off the Leeds defender, who has two arms wraps around him. Now look, can anybody explain to me how that is not a foul? How is that not a foul? So then he still manages to get the ball to Wirtz and his shot away is blocked, but that was grappling MMA style. Liverpool players aren't happy, but looks like there's nothing doing, and it'll be a Liverpool throw-in on the far side. Happy New Year, Craig, and the community. Thank you, Ryan. So it's a throw-in to Liverpool anyway. I've had less, how do I say this? I've been touched up less by the misses than Ekitike was there inside that penalty area. And gotten more satisfaction from it than we did there from the referee. Canade. And by the way, we've got to acknowledge that great ball from Canade. Wirtz now into Robertson. Robertson takes a heavy touch, then fouls the Leeds player. That's 100% why people flop. Hate these refs, said ESG Soccer. It feels like in football, one of two things happens. A player goes to ground and people either say they went to ground too easily or they get a foul. or they don't go to ground, they try to stay on the free, and they're guaranteed to get nothing for it. And that to me fell into that category of you tried to fight on even though there was a clear infringement and nothing given. Leeds keeper launches the free kick long. Van Dijk, Robertson, he goes across to Bradley. If we were Arsenal, Justin would have gotten a red card and they would have had a penalty. The refs are pathetic in the behaviour. Shock and hope they lose. Oh, I think he said the Arsenal. Sorry, mate. Oh, Jones would have misread of that situation. So and thank you, by the way, mate, for your 28 months with us as a member as well. Really do appreciate you. And look, my frustrations on the referees are long known at this point. So my early observation in this game is that I'm already seeing what we're losing out on by not having Kirkes on the pitch. Because Robbo is not making the same runs in the same areas and having anywhere near as much of an impact as Kirkes would have had. I'm not saying Robbo's doing anything wrong, but what Frimpong's doing on the right, we don't really have the same ability to do on the left because Robbo doesn't have that same pace. Even now, as you can see, he's taken up inside positions. Jones, Gravenberch, back to Jones, who flicks it back to Ryan Gravenberch. Brian said that's a foul, though. It is. Either in or outside the area, Brian, whichever one you want to say. Lovely ball down the line. Bradley takes a heavy touch, though, and it goes behind. Again, good ball from Jeremy Frimpong. It is. It's one of those, Brian, where I've seen before penalties end up being given saying it started outside the area, but it continued inside the area, and that's why a penalty was given. But hey-ho. We're Liverpool, and apparently, even though people refer to us as Liverpool, I don't know where we get that name from because we all know the amount of times we feel like we've been on the wrong end of a decision. But let's highlight the positive side of that, which was the good hook-up play. Nice ball over the top from Kanade. Good, strong play from Ugo Ekitike, and just unlucky the Vert shot was blocked. So let's try and look on the positive of it, I guess. Passing could do being a little bit sharper. There's been a few passes a little bit behind our own players, almost like they're instinctively expecting the movement that hasn't come. But certainly controlling territory and possession more. Jones now. Soboslai. Jones, lovely ball into Robbo. Robbo now to Wirtz on the overlap. See, that's where Kirkes would have been. That's my little gripe with Robbo. That's where Kirkes would have occupied. There was no ball on there. Wirtz turns back inside. And he's dispossessed. Liverpool win it back there with Soboslai. Yes, Dom. Yes, Dom. Well in. Jones. Wirtz. Robertson. Somebody showed for him. Back to Curtis Jones. Virgil. Back out to Robbo. Robbo fires in an early cross. Ekitike brings it down. Unlucky again. Unlucky. Good ball from Andy Robertson that. Apparently the offside flag went up against Ekitike. Let's see a replay on this one. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no denying he was offside. Linesman spot on. He was a yard ahead of the play, to be fair. No complaints about that. Leeds keeper again goes long with the clearance. Ball breaks. Virgil passively, once again, plays it off the Leeds player and gets lucky that it goes out for Liverpool throw-in. Robbo. Wirtz back to Robertson. Frimpong. We've been half a step off a couple of occasions on getting a clean breakthrough. Just the ball hasn't broken in the right areas. But I do like the work rate and effort at the start of this game. The intensity and then the work rate is a lot higher. Liverpool in possession again now, left side with Wirtz. Robertson, Jones. Jones cuts in field now. Strike. It's a bit of a daisy cutter and it's straight through to the Leeds keeper. Sigs after six enjoyer said just did a 5k minus 5 degrees. See us in a t-shirt and shorts, trying to get in shape for the summer. How we looking? Much love, Craig. We're looking all right, actually. Yeah, we started off a little bit shaky in the first couple of minutes, but I really do feel as time has gone on, we've started to control the game more and more, and now it really is us just trying to find a way through, and Leeds soaking it up a bit. Haven't really tested the keeper as of yet, though. Jones. He's fouled inside the centre circle. Leeds aren't happy with it, but referee gives a free kick anyway. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Jones. To Ugo Ekitike. To Robertson. To Virgil. That's another one of those slightly misplaced passes. Frimpong. Ibu. Soboslai. How great is it, by the way, to have Dom back today? Really did miss him in that. I know we beat Wolves, but you could see what we were missing without Dom in the team. Virgil to Andy Robertson. Robbo infield, misplaced pass, gives it straight to a Leeds player. Jones gets in and covers the ball back. Well done, Curtis Jones. Lads, I'm not happy with what I've seen from Robertson in the early part of this game. I've said it on a few occasions. He had one good cross in, which Ekitike was offside for. That isn't Robbo's fault. But other than that, the positions he's taken up, I feel, are almost getting in each other's way down the left. I don't know if people agree with me on that, but for me, it just doesn't feel like Robertson's really in the right areas. It almost feels like he's one step behind what Jones and Wirtz are trying to do down the left. And as somebody else pointed out, it's almost like he's playing as a left-sided inside number 10. Thank you. You can put them away. Thank you. Wife came back with the donuts. We're full win. Full win, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you off to? Again, can I get an answer rather than... Huh? Oh, here, will you throw that in the sink? Thank you. My wife gone around looking like a coal man at the minute with the hat and gloves on.
That's because I'm in my plumber role today.
Come on, boys. Come on. Lucky. Keep pressing. It's back with the Leeds keeper. He launches it long. She just came back with a 3 box of offbeat donuts, folks. We're on a winner here. Two toffee apple donuts and one s'mores one. We're on a winner today. All I need is a Liverpool result to go our way today, and it's all set up for a perfect first day of the year. We're almost at the 25-minute mark. We're being brought to you today again with thanks to our friends at Big Up, a community platform where not only can you watch all of our watch-alongs, you can also enter a predictions game that corresponds with each and every Reds game this season. Scan the QR code in the bottom right-hand corner, or just go to bigup.com or download the iOS app. 18s plus. Right, 25 minutes in. Still waiting for the first goal of the year. Right, throw in coming for Leeds. He's about to give birth to that ball, but the looks of it here is he's cleaning it off. Looks like a C-section to me. The delivery's about to come in now. Here we go. Flicked on. Oh, high foot on Bradley. He's all right, thankfully. Free kick to Liverpool. There was Bradley bravely stuck his head in there, and there was a boot towards it, but referee rightly awards Liverpool a free kick. That was brave from Bradley, I tell you, because there was a foot flying in there. Michael said, she's a lovely lady, Craig, doing all that for you. You must give her something back. Oh, how naive you are, sir. How do you... Oh, this will not go unpunished. No good deed goes unpunished. I shall be sitting in here tonight, watching TV later, and there will be something like... Oh, and these good value on the Nike website or something, or on Surfshark. Not Surfshark, Gymshark. Yeah, I'll be made to pay that. Don't worry. There'll be some expensive 3 donuts, bro. I promise you. My wife knows how to play me like a fiddle. And she is also a lovely lady. Let's not say that part isn't true.
I'm the plumber as well.
I'm the plumber.
I save you money all the time.
You save me money. That's not a sentence that ever.
Other things that we spend on me.
The phrase "you saving me money" has never been. I want a lie detector test. I demand one.
Call out free. I'm already saving you there.
Canada. Frimpong, cross in, put behind, Liverpool corner. Come on, boys. Again, Frimpong feels like there was a push in the back that he doesn't think the linesman gave him. I love this. I love that he can just knock it past players and go. There was absolutely a push in the back. He's not making... Look at this. How blatant a push do you want that to be, by the way? Goodmanson, straight in front of the linesman. A clear shove in the back. Should have been a Liverpool free kick. But anyway, we'll take the corner. These referees need to wake up. Ball in. Cleared again. That's now our 93rd corner. And we've had 1 goal from it. Oh, Virgil, left side of the penalty area. Ball in. Cleared away. Come on, boys. Virgil, get back into position. For the love of God, man, run. Liverpool throw in. Virg still not inside their half. Get back, Virg. Get back. You're the centre half, man. Get back into position. Robertson. Frimpong. Back to Dom. Canade. Ball over the top looking for Robbo. Offside flag goes up. Free kick Leeds just on the edge of their own 18-yard box for offside. Right, boys, come on. Just about at the half-hour mark. Still scoreless. Virgil wins that header. Second ball is won by Leeds, though. Frimpong pulled up for a foul there on the Leeds player. I am still seething that Frimpong didn't get that free kick, by the way, because if you guys can watch the game, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't have the ability to watch it at the minute, it couldn't have been like any closer to the linesman, and it couldn't have been any clearer that it was a foul. Oh, you pussied out with that, Dom. I'm calling it like it is. Dom pussied out with that 50-50, and now Leeds are in possession. I don't like it. There was a ball there to be won, and Dom backed out of it. I don't like it. Leeds now in possession. Ball into the right channel. I don't know who Leeds are trying to play that to, but it goes over Bradley's head. And he is in possession of the ball now. He goes back to Allison. Allison gives the ball straight to Leeds, who then shoot towards goal, and Allison scrambles back and gets down on it. Oh my days. I don't know what was going through his head there, Allison, but he passed the ball with the outside of his foot straight to a Leeds player, who then took his shot on the open goal, and Allison scrambles back across and gets on his line and makes the save. Any more power in that shot, another couple of yards to the right, and Leeds are 1-0 up. Oh. Come on, Hugo, make Craig sing. There you go. That's what we want. Oh, oh, oh. I'm dying for the Hugo song. Yeah. Remember the Vote Phase Masterclass a few years ago? I don't want any more Masterclass against us. I want us to be giving the Masterclasses. Frimpong. Down the right side. Cross in. Lead stretch and defend it. Second ball, boys. Come on. Yes, Jeremy. Keep going. Keep going. Wirtz. That's it, boys. Recycle. Canade. Out to Gravenberch. Wirtz. Flicks. Oh, lucky flicks around the corner. Leeds defend it. Second ball. Second ball. Oh! Yes, we've won it back. Canade. Left to Robertson. Robertson's cross. It's a good ball. Leeds defend it at the far post, but Frimpong keeps it in play. He cuts inside now. Frimpong! Oh, what the fuck? What happened there? Frimpong crossed it, and I swear Ekitike heads it the wrong direction, and it hits the goalkeeper. I'll talk you through it in a minute, but that was weird. Even Ekitike looks confused at what just happened. Gravenberch, the Frimpong. Bradley. To Virgil. Bradley again. Frimpong. Love the realness of the channel, Craig. Having a joke and argument with your wife mid-game is awesome. All the best and Happy New Year from me and my wife. Thank you. And love right back to you from the Houlden family. And a happy 2026 to you all. Yeah, that was a weird one. Frimpong got a cross in and Ekitike headed it. But he headed it like completely in the wrong direction. I can't really explain it to people that weren't watching it, but if I can see a replay, maybe I'll be able to talk you through it better. Robertson now, back inside to Ryan Gravenberch. His misplaced pass is picked up by Leeds, but again, Liverpool surround them. Keep going, boys. That's it. That's it. Well done. That's the pressure. That's the pressure. Come on, boys. Frimpong. Bradley. Back to Jones. Lads, I'm loving the energy we have today. I have to say, I am really enjoying the energy we're bringing to this. Canade. Out to Frimpong, and the offside flag goes up against him. It'll be a Leeds free kick. So here's that chance we were talking about. Robbo crosses it in. It goes all the way across the pitch. Frimpong keeps it in, puts in a cross with his left boot. And Ekitike just heads it. Like, the goal's here, but Ekitike heads it that way. Like, here's the goal, but he heads it this way. And then it hits the goalkeeper's head as well. It's a mad moment, folks. It's a mad moment. Canade wins the header. Second ball. Come on, boys. Well done, Ibu. Gets a foot in there when that was about to run through to a Leeds player. Soboslai. The Frimpong. Meep, meep. Go on, Jeremy. Away you go. Pulls it back out of the box to Wirtz. Man on. Oh, he takes too long. He shouldn't have been taking a touch. Oh, lads. I'm loving a bit of Jeremy Frimpong down that right wing. Look at this. The defender has 5 yards on him, and then within 10 yards, Frimpong 3 yards away from him. It's glorious. Pulls it back to Wirtz. He should have gone Rio Engamoa there and hit that first time. Look at that though. Go on, Jeremy. Go on. Oh, lads, I could watch that type of speed all day. We've said as Liverpool fans for a long time we've been lacking a bit of speed up there, and my God, has Frimpong provided it so far. It's a joy. I love it. I've said this to you guys for years on the channel. Nothing makes me more excited than a blistering, pacey wide player running at full backs. It just makes my heart sing watching that in football. Do you know what I love about it? As Frimpong was going past the Leeds defender there, you can read the Leeds defender's face as he's struggling to keep up, knowing he's just running for the sake of it because he's never getting near him. Canade. Wirtz. Leeds now. Second ball, but Canade has it. It breaks to him. He goes back to Alisson. Bradley. He overruns the ball, gives it away. Leeds now in possession. Imagine Aronson there trying to take on Frimpong in a foot race, thinking that's going to go well for him. Runs the ball out of play. Liverpool throw one, which we've got on with quickly. Only if we have Kirkes in this half. Yeah, I wish we did have Kirkes on the pitch. Nothing against Robbo, but I think Kirkes suits this game the way we're playing more. I can understand the manager wanting to rotate and rest people. I do get it. It's a busy time. We've 9 games this month. But I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Frimpong come on around the hour mark. Or excuse me, Milosh come on around the hour mark. Robertson. The Wirtz. Back to Robbo. Jones, Wirtz. Tries a little flick over the top. Liverpool have it back with Gravenberch. Robertson. Offside flag goes up against him. Referee hasn't seen it yet. There's been too many offsides in this half. And a few of them have come from Andy Robertson crosses, in case you haven't noticed. And this was another one. You can see Robbo it is that's offside this time as he receives the ball. Come on, Robbo. Come on, boys. Let's go. Our big up predictions in the bin. Oh no, we're on flex play, so we're all right. We're all right. Connor could have saved us. We're on flex play today, so we can still afford to get one wrong. I was going to say if we don't score a goal in the first half, or there isn't a goal in the first half of this game, we've lost our big up prediction, but I forgot. We're on flex play, which means we can get one wrong. Leeds on the attack now. Bradley intercepts it. Frimpong's heavy touch gives it straight back to Leeds. Come on, boys. Aronson. Leeds now a bit of space down our right. They cut infield. Ref brings it back for a head injury. The ref stops it for a bang to Szoboszlai's head. Lads, I'm not going to lie. It's the right decision, but if I'm Leeds fan now, I'm annoyed because it looked like that was built into a chance for them or a free kick. Szoboszlai got an arm. He's one of those, brushing off arms to the face. But it would have been interesting to see what would have happened if play developed there. But Szoboszlai getting a little bit of treatment now. Why does no one on your team crash the box? I don't understand what crash the box means. Sorry, you'll have to explain it to me in layman's terms. You mean third man runs? Is that what we're discussing? If we're talking about third man runs, it's a gripe I've had for a while that we get players. If you look at the goal that Gravenberch scored in the last game, That came from a third man run where we had Gravenberch edge of the box and Frimpong pulled it back. That I'd like to see a lot more of. John Philippe Mateta, by the way, has put Crystal Palace 1-0 up against Fulham in the other 5:30 kickoff. Right, Liverpool's next 6 fixtures just came up there on the screen, and let me quickly rewind it back and read them out to you. So our next 6 fixtures: Fulham away, Arsenal away, Barnsley at home, Burnley home, Marseille away, Bournemouth away. So lots of away games now coming up for Arnott and the boys. Right, Liverpool free kick, far side of the pitch. So yeah, the next run of fixtures coming up for us. Plenty of difficult away runs in there. And no lie, Eli said our XG is 1.42, something for Slot to hang on to, I suppose. Well, look, we have a free kick here in a decent position. So let's hope we can start the year with a positive start from the set pieces. So let's go +1 for 2026 here, boys. Come on. Leeds holding the defensive line right across the edge of their 18-yard box. It's a wide right free kick for the Reds. Dom to take it. Ball's in. Virgil heads it. Can't direct it goalwards though when it goes behind for a Leeds goal kick. So we've got about 2.5 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the first half at Anfield, still scoreless. Leeds keeper goes long. Ball bounces straight at a play. Liverpool throw in far side of the pitch. Canade. So the only real chance we've given up in this game was the misplaced pass out from Alisson that had him scrambling back to make a save. But other than that, we've pretty much controlled the first half without somehow finding a breakthrough yet. Jones, De Weerts, back to Robertson. Virgil. To Ibu. Lovely ball from Ibu to Ekitike. Ekitike puts in a cross. Jones nods it down. It doesn't drop for Vert. Second ball to Soboslai. He reverses it back to Virgil. Robertson. Weerts. Back to Jones. Excuse me. Soboslai. Now to Jones. It's been a couple of lovely passes from Canade through the lines today that I don't think he doesn't really get the credit for some of the vision that he does have. A nice ball over the top to Ekitike earlier on, and there again was a good ball through the centre. It is back with Canade now inside our own half. Last 30 seconds of normal time in the first 45. Canade, this time he goes out wide right to Frimpong, and again, it's a good ball. And it'll be a Liverpool corner. Well done, Jeremy. Well done, Ibu. Again, it was a nice little dink ball over the top. Frimpong keeps it in. Leeds player gets back, gets in a challenge. Liverpool corner. Liverpool just having a bit of a committee meeting here about what's happening from the corner. 2 minutes added on by the ref at the end of the first half, folks. 2 minutes. Soboslai to take the corner. Good delivery. Oh, goes over everyone. Falls through the verts. His shot snatched that and dragged wide. That was a good ball in from Dominic Soboslai. Just kind of a few inches over everyone's head. Then drops the left side of the penalty area to Florian Wirtz, and he hacks at it is probably the best phrase I could use. Right, another header won by Virgil. Second ball, though, drops to Leeds. Look at that. Again, strolls through the middle of the park. Fuck me. Cross far post and it goes behind. I cannot stand it when a player runs through the middle of our midfield without being brought down, challenged, fouled or anything. And that lad strolled through, played the ball into the right channel. Leeds put a cross in across the 6-yard box. And thankfully for us, there was no one there. But it's that ability to just dance through the middle of our midfield that winds me up. Robertson. Back to Allison. Out to Canade. We've about 20 seconds of the 2 minutes left in the added on time at the end of the first half. Looks like we're going in scoreless. Robbo. Wirtz. To Robbo. Wirtz. Jones. Wirtz again. Ekitike. Flag goes up. Free kick Leeds. And that is it, folks. That is the first half. At half-time at Anfield, it's Liverpool 0, Leeds United 0. Ekitike was receiving that ball again in an offside position. Now, he needs to keep an eye on that. There's been a couple of occasions he's been on the wrong side before he receives the ball, then cuts back in. But as I said, at half-time it is Liverpool 0, Leeds 0. Lots to talk about, not really much from a goal-scoring perspective, but lots to talk about in that first half. And of course, we do want to know your thoughts, so let us know in the comment section. Yeah, so look, I'm going to try my best to take you through some of my thoughts on it. Let's look at the numbers. 66% possession for the Reds. 9 shots, 3 on target. 44 dangerous attacks. 303 passes. 88% passing accuracy. Leeds, 34%. 2 shots, 2 on target, 15 dangerous attacks, 2 corners, 156 passes, 73% passing accuracy. Nimrod Hurwitz said 0 shots on target against Leeds, under the lights, typical slot stuff, and then the commentators seem confused about why the fans are flat. Well, we've had 3 shots on target in the first half, mate. 3. None of them really dangerous, all daisy cutters, really. A couple from distance that have been easy for the keeper to just fall down on. He could have thrown his hat on them, like, if he was wearing one. But, yeah, we haven't created enough. That is probably the only negative I really could give you in the first half. We haven't created enough. I'm not going to moan about the tempo because I've been happy with the tempo. I've been happy with the energy. I still think take Robertson off, put on Milos Kerkez. I stand on that. Let's have a look at the options from the bench. So on the bench today, should the manager need to make or want to make changes, Milos Kerkez, Alexis McAllister, Fede Chiesa, Cody Gakpo. We won't talk about the keeper because you know the keepers are there. Trey Morris-Leone, Calvin Ramsey, Rio Engamoa and Welity Lucky. So for me, what I'd be thinking about there is probably Robbo off, Kerkez on, and how do I say this? I don't think this has been Florian Wirtz's best game for us so far. It seems like a touch is too heavy for him at times, and he's given people the ability to close him down again. So if he doesn't come out and look a bit sharper in the second half, I wouldn't make an argument against maybe looking at the likes of Alexis McAllister coming in there or shifting things around a little bit. He takes up good positions and has done in that first half, Wirtz, but his touch just doesn't seem its natural self today. It seems a little bit loose. The Bumba Dog said, under Klopp, my wife and I wouldn't miss a second of a game. Under Slot, especially this season, we can do chores during the game, come back and not have missed anything. Slot ball is snooze fest, said the Bumba Dog. Sigs After Six Enjoyer said, sorry, but you missed my super chat. I don't think I did, bro. I thought I'd read it out. Let me go back through. One sec. No, I read this one. Oh, unless there was a second one. Anyway, Happy New Year, Craig. I just wanted to say the community helps me and so many people. You're awesome, and I hope you know that. Sorry, my man. You're right, missed that one. There was another one here. Said, remember the Voutface Masterclass. My apologies, my friend. I did miss it. And thank you. It means a lot to me, mate. It really, really does. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you. My apologies again for missing it initially. Roshi said, I just think Kirkes for Robbo turns this around. I'm of the same mindset. Evening, Craig. I'm really liking Frimpong. Feel like he's bedded in now. Oh, he's great. He's been brilliant down the right side. No complaints down that right side. I think Canade's been good. I think Bradley's been okay. A couple of fouls, but I love the connection and the link-up play down the right with him and Frimpong. So, yeah, I'm feeling much more comfortable down that right-hand side today. The left side feels a little bit less free-flowing, if that makes sense. It feels like it's a bit more hard work to create a space down our left. Man Frimpong is fast. Our Flying Dutchman, said Arthur Smith. It wasn't vintage, but we've seen worse. I think it's been a decent so far. Just need the goal, said Billy Beckner. Skater Hardy said, I second that comment on not missing anything. I'm sat here at home playing GT7, listening to Craig. I'm missing nothing and still enjoying my evening. Slot ball is horrendous. Kieran O'Brien said, it's so disjointed. Frimpong has done very well, said Philip McWilliam. The midfield should be doing far more impressing when Leeds are in possession. So I love that. Let me just break down a little bit more on that comment for you. So for me, I've loved the press from the front. So when we're talking about Jones or Soboslai pressing from the front, loved it. Really, really been impressed with it. But you're damn right about the middle of the park. And I've said this for the last couple of games. In the second half, just for funsies, watch the centre circle. And watch as Leeds play out from the back and are starting to play around their press. Watch the 15 yards of space that appears centrally with nobody near it. And in one instance, near the end of that first half, Leeds walked straight through that space, fed the ball into the right channel, and only for a poor cross. If, like, let's say Calvert-Lewin was in there, I think that could have ended in a much better Leeds chance. So, yes, press from the front's been good, but we're not physical enough in the middle of the park. I do agree with that comment. Philip says Vert's touch seems to have been off. It does. It seems loose today. The chance that Ekitike created for him by kind of staying on his feet and fouling. Again, I don't think he took that one well enough. And there's been a couple of times he's had an extra touch where I feel he could have dealt with it quicker. Nessie said this deliberate slowing down of the game needs to stop. James Smith said Frimpong is so fast we probably should buy another right back. Kirkes on the left side for that pace at the minute. We're focusing on the right side because of Frimpong is beating his man every time. Ekitike is so good on the ball. Yeah, Ekitike is great. He does need to keep an eye on the offside a little bit. There's been a few times he's strolled about half a yard offside too early. But look, I think most of the comments have been pretty fair today. I think the only real gripe I have is the left side and not enough press in the midfield. Apart from that, I don't really have too many complaints about how we're playing. Allison got very lucky. I don't know what on earth he was doing with this ball outside of the right foot. I don't even know. Who was he going for? Jones. Because even at that, it was a dangerous ball. And he's blessed that the Leeds player didn't get this starting outside the goal, coming back in with a curler or 1-0 down. Craig, you make being a red fun again. Happy New Year to you. Hope you get 1 million subscribers. Thank you, Rich Baldy. So do I. So do I, mate. I really do. So if you want to help us to reach 1 million subscribers, hit that subscribe button, folks. Do hit that like button as well. The meme does a touch. Said, is it just me or Slot style of play like watching paint dry? Lads, I'm trying so hard to not be negative today. I'm trying so hard. I'll read out every comment from everyone that has opinions on the style of play. And I don't disagree. But people think I just moan non-stop. I do think the style of play is a bit boring. I've said that for a long time. But I'm trying to look for the improvements now rather than just moan. And there have been some improvements, but still not incisive enough. Like, we haven't really created clear-cut chances in that first 45. We have dominated possession. We've dominated territory. just not being incisive enough, and we need to find a way to make that breakthrough. And I think Kirkes will be a big help in that. Finn said, that's most people's big up prediction over. Is it yours? Nope. Because we went flex play. And it isn't a bet, by the way. It isn't a bet, it's a prediction. Again, I have to clarify legally. It isn't a betting platform. It is a sweepstakes game. And mine's still alive because we went a flex play this week, which means we can get one of the predictions wrong and still be alive. So, yeah, but we still need a lot more to go right for us. And if you do want to join us for our next big up, we will have another one for the next league game coming right up. So scan the QR code in the bottom corner or download the iOS app. Right. Yeah, no, we're still alive though, thankfully. 2 Robbies on NBC and saying Slot needs to let the team go. Stop slowing it down. Craig's trying to turn over a new leaf in 2026. Being a new year. Come on, people. He's trying. I am trying. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Look, I've managed to keep one New Year's resolution. I have not clicked on any deleted comment to see what it's about. So I've done that part okay for the first half. But look, I'm the same as everyone else. I want us to win. I want us to play with swagger. I want us to have an identity. And I get and empathise with a lot of the frustrations. But it isn't all bad. There are some positives, and the right side is certainly one. As we've all said, Frimpong looked brilliant, and his ability to get past his man it's been actually really enjoyable to watch. I'd just like to have that double threat, because I think if we brought in Kirkes, we could have that on the left side here as well. Connor said, we do need 3 goals in the second half still. Yeah, we do, Connor. We do. I know, but we're still there, bro. Chipping a chair and all that. Need Wirtz closer to goal. Happy New Year, Craig, said Tony Zeus. Thank you, Tony. Right, I need a little favour from everybody. This is the year of the Anfield Agenda. I've decided it. So, if you want to help us on our journey to become the first Liverpool channel to reach 1 million subscribers, that isn't the Liverpool official channel, you can do so by doing a couple of things. Spreading the word to your friends on social media. Let them know about Anfield Agenda. Tell them to come across and join us for some shows and watch-alongs. It'll cure the boredom of the new year. Hit that like button for me if you haven't done so. And of course, if you yourself haven't subscribed, you know what I'd love you to do. After the game, we're going to have our match reaction straight away as always. We'll also have our player ratings video. During the match reaction, Connor will put a link into the chat for you to join the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp, which is where the form is put in for you to submit your player ratings. You can do so with the link in the description as well, which will bring you across to the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp. Believe it or not, our WhatsApp has grown to almost 16,500 people in it already. And it's where we'll be putting in transfer news throughout January. It's where we'll be putting in polls to help you shape the future of your channel. I'll be putting in some stupid little Craig dad jokes and a few other bits and pieces as well. But there is lots going to be going on in it over the month of January. So make sure you are joined up to the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp. It is, of course, completely free to join. Many hugs, Craig. Is it wrong that I'm getting more impressed by Frimpong? I was hoping that wasn't going in a different direction. Because when you said, is it wrong that I'm getting, my brain went, uh-oh, Craig, be careful here. This could lead to problems. No, you're right to feel excited by Frimpong. He's been brilliant. I feel he could end up being key for us. Happy New Year for you and your family. So, I did say my big fear when we signed Frimpong wasn't the quality of the man, it was how we were going to utilise him. And to some extent, I still have that fear, because I wonder, are we going to see system changes when we see Gakpo fully back, when we see Mohamed Salah back, or is this the new normal? Because if it is the new normal, I think Frimpong can do a great job down that right side, and I like Bradley in behind him at right back as well. So I do hope it is the new normal, because I think it gives us great options. Ray Nimrod said, I know you're trying to be positive, mate, but it's Leeds at home. I want to win the game, man. Simple as that. Same as you. I want to win the game. And it is a game we should be winning. So let me make sure that's clear to everyone. Yes, this is a game we should be winning. In a run of games that we should be winning. But we have half a game left. If we haven't won it by the end of it, the positivity will be toned down for the match reaction. But right now, there's 45 minutes. We've kept a clean sheet so far, and there's still time to figure this out. So let's hope we can do that in the second half. It looks like Calvert-Lewin's warming up for Leeds. He's on a great goal scoring run at the minute. I think he's at 7-7 or something like that. Riding the Storm said, think an early goal in the second half will make a difference. Oh, definitely. And I would usually say then, May, followed by a second. But I don't know now. Is 1-0 better than 2-0? As a Liverpool fan, it's hard to know, right? 2-0, most fans will go, don't be stupid. 2-0 is better than 1-0. But 1-0 for us almost feels in a weird way safer than 2-0. 2-0 means we're almost bound to concede the next goal and then it becomes squeaky bum time. Carl said, unpopular opinion, do you think Chiesa is a headless chicken? That's what Slot sees in training and we haven't, and he won't start him. Great work, Craig, as always. So, look, on the Chiesa situation, I really tried to simplify this one, Carl. And I don't know why he won't play him or what he doesn't like about him. But what annoys me most about it is he's been at the club with Arna for 18 months. And it's no new thing that he's not trusting and using him. So what annoys me the most about it is that he's taken up an attacking place on the bench that we know the manager doesn't want to use him, and that attacking space could have been taken up by another varied option that we could actually use. So that's what annoys me most about it, is it's a wasted squad place. Because I can't decide to play him, you can't decide to play him, but it's clear Arna doesn't want to. And then I don't understand why he wasn't moved on in the summer and a replacement brought in. Right, we're on the way for the second half. Liverpool launch it long. Leeds win the first header. Second ball breaks. Gravenberch to Frimpong. Soboslai. Jones now. He goes out left side to Robertson. Kanade into Jeremy Frimpong. Lovely little slide around the corner from him. Ekatike back to Frimpong. Frimpong out to Wirtz. Wirtz goes wide. And that's... fuck me. Wirtz was trying to be too clever. Frimpong's won it back though. He could have just passed it back to Robbo, but he tried to backheel it and it didn't get to its target. Robbo now fires in a cross. Leeds clear it and hook it away. This is what I mean about Wirtz. He's just getting into good positions, but his touch and his decision making today just seem a little bit off. Right, I'll sync up at 46.5 minutes for everybody. Sorry, the first minute always flies by. I am 1 second ahead actually on my clock. So I'll pause it for 1 second. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Van Dijk out left to Wirtz. Right, folks, we are now coming up to 46 minutes and 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So no changes, by the way, for the Reds at halftime. No change for either side, I believe, at halftime. Kanade now in possession, centre of the park. Out to Bradley. Frimpong. Back to Connor Bradley. Kanade. Come on, boys, let's go. Little 1-2 between Bradley and Frimpong, but the Leeds defender gets back. Frimpong then tries to close back down. Bradley comes in, puts in a challenge, goes out, and it'll be a Leeds throw-in on the near side. So, if you guys were in charge, if you were Arna right now, and you were thinking about a change or two for the second half, what would you be looking to do? Leeds in possession. He spun Canade too easily there for my liking. Ibu needs to be stronger there. Leeds have it left channel. We forced them back though. They're still in possession, but we forced them back into the centre circle now. Leeds recycle it. Again, we've forced them back inside their own half here. Come on, keep pressing, keep pressing. They're in trouble here, boys. Keep pressing. Keep pressing, Flo. Keep going. Keep chasing. Now they're back with the keeper. Come on, boys. Good ball. Bradley to Frimpong. He's dispossessed. Matthew Johnny said Vert's party too hard last night. I doubt it. I doubt it. I'd say these guys, you know, are pretty well accustomed to living the right lifestyle now. Wirtz, back to Jones. Brian said he bring off on Kirkes. Robert said Kirkes for Robbo. Take Robbo off, said Colin Owens. Milosh for Robbo, give it 10-15 minutes, said Scotty. Increase the intensity and stop playing this bland football, said Mastad. Right, Robbo, back to Virgil, into Curtis Jones. The Wirtz, back to Virgil. Robertson. Look, Bradley's pointing where that's, again, lads, this is just, it's not Wirtz's day today. Everything is misplaced. It just isn't his day today. I think he needs to be taken off and Macca brought on personally. Leeds in possession now. Down towards our corner flag. From that misplaced Florian Wirtz pass. Thankfully, Leeds make a mess of it. And Liverpool have the opportunity to clear it. Although there's been a couple of fouls in there now. Gravenberch took one. Bradley took one. Bradley's about to get back to his feet. Oh, Bradley took like a 4. Was it a forearm to the face? Again, nothing malicious about it. It was just a coming together, I think, with Pascal Strike. And then Gravenberch gets caught late. Virgil. Jones. Allison. Again, back to Curtis Jones. Allison launches it long this time. Leeds win the first ball, but the second ball drops to Andy Robertson. Robbo takes a touch, switches it across right side to Connor Bradley, but it's overhit and it goes out for a throw-in. Come on, lads. See, my worry here is a couple of things. One, how long can Ekatike play? Is he going to start cramping again? Will he fatigue? Will the manager look to get him off at about 70 again? Especially if we're looking to still win this game. These are the things that are starting to now come through my head. Leeds work it into the left channel. Leeds play a little 1-2, edge of the box. Liverpool win it. Soboslai. Wirtz. Once again, it's a Wirtz pass that's intercepted. It is not Florian's day today so far. Maybe this means he's going to score a goal. Because usually if I moan about somebody, they end up scoring. Leeds play a ball in over the top now. And thankfully, Allison comes out edge of his box to claim it. Someone said maybe Wirtz is poor because of Robbo. No, he's poor because of himself today. You know, Robbo's not making him play passes to the wrong people or taking a heavy touch. He's just not himself. He's just not looking as fluid as he normally does today. Virgil. Jones to Robertson. There's that touch back again that I hate because it doesn't give us any option. Soboslai, Gravenberch. Out to Frimpong. Frimpong now fires in a cross. Leeds headed away. Second ball edge of the box. Robbo wins it. Goes to Virgil. Robertson. Jones. Again, I don't like these underlapping positions that Robertson's taken. Bradley. Liverpool corner. Well done, Connor Bradley. I don't like the underlapping runs that Robertson's making. I don't like it one bit. Charles, get Kirkes on for Robbo, Maka on for Wirtz in the next 15 minutes. Loving the intensity from the boys. Keep it up. Thank you, mate. Liverpool go quick with the corner and short. Now it's with Frimpong. Back to Gravenberch. We need to work across the position here, lads. Gravenberch. Soboslai. Gravenberch. Lads, work the position. Soboslai. Edge of the box. Outside of the full cross. It's flicked away by Leeds. It'll be a Liverpool corner on the far side. Well done, Dom, for finding the angle for the cross. Chelsea win the Premier League now. Klopp to take the job. I wish you Happy New Year. There's absolutely no chance in hell that Jurgen Klopp takes the Chelsea job. There's more chance of me getting the job. Wirtz. Bradley. Bradley shot. Comes off a Leeds player and it'll be another Liverpool corner. It looks more like Liam Rosenior is going to take that job, mate. And Kloppo wouldn't go to a club like Chelsea, who have no record of patience with managers. Wirtz playing like he got concussed after the headshot earlier on, said Lurs. He's just, it's not being great for him today, mate. But here we go, another corner to the Reds. Robbo to take it. Delivery in, headed away by Leeds on the 6-yard box. Leeds players down. And of course the game gets stopped. So what happened here? Let's see a replay of why he's down on the ground and the game stopped. Oh, it's his chest. So we're stopping the game now for bangs on the chest. Yeah, we're now stopping the game for bangs to the ribs. That's a new one now. No more let the game flow unless it's a head injury. It's gone full Victor Osimhen treatment here. Every time a player falls down, stop the game. This gives me flashbacks of our game against Galatasaray where Osimhen was falling down every 3 minutes. Did I see the Trent United links? Yeah, I did. And again, absolute bollocks. Like, for all the stuff that's happened with Trent, right? Whatever we think, there is absolutely not 1% of me that thinks he would ever, in any circumstance, wear a Manchester United shirt. Never. Not 1% of me. Oh, Jesus. Free kick to Liverpool. This time it's Virgil fouling. Nemecha. 97 corners now and 1 goal, said Nola Eli. Yep. 97, bro. With 1, like you've said. Right. Stack with the free kick for Leeds inside the centre circle. I was dying laughing when I saw St. King Gilbert. It's bad when Transfer News Live are even saying, even we don't believe this one, bro, isn't it? You know, there's a reason why we always say Fakahes have an embassy on Bullshit Island. Canade. Out left side to Robbo. Surely now the manager must be starting to have a little think about what he can do. Robbo goes on the gallop, goes past a few. Ekitike flicks it, but there's nobody there. And Leeds bring the ball away. Leeds now work into the open space, right-hand side. They're getting bodies forward. Liverpool are also getting bodies back. Well done, Reds. Well done, boys. Well done. Good tracking back. Does anybody else despise the short corners? Yes, I do. I'm not a fan of short corners, not just for us, but in general. Unless you're taking it very quickly to change the angle for a cross, I despise them. If you're doing it quick and someone's there, so it's pass, early cross from a different angle, no problem. But yeah, normally it just ends up with the ball being recycled, moved around, and it just wastes everyone's time. Right, Robbo goes long. Ekatike. He loses the aerial battle. Leeds recycle it. They work a bit of space now. Curtis Jones steps back in. Well done, Curtis. Well done, Curtis. Good hustle. Gravenberch. The pass was on to Bradley, man. It was right in front of you. Ekatike now. And he's offside. Fuck me. Ekatike is having a bit of a Darwin day today, lads. That's his third offside I can think of. Let's have a look. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's bullshit from the linesman. There's no way that's an obvious offside, lads. That at best is a 50-50 that the flag should stay down for till the move finishes out. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm not having that from the line-out. I would debate that was even offside, let alone a guarantee of the flag going up that quickly. That was wrong from the linesman. Soboslai. To Ekatike. Again, he forgets the ball. King Gilbert said, yeah, you let that play and let VAR intervene. Shot, deflected and saved by the keeper. You're right. That's exactly what you do, mate. What's this? What's he done? Is this a penalty? I think we have a penno. Do we have a penno? Do we have a penno? I think we have a penno, lads. Leeds player does hit the ball here as he's coming across. No, it's a free kick. It's a free kick on the edge of the box. Sorry. It's a free kick. Right on the edge of the box. Ampadu leans his arm into it just below the badge part on his arm. And it's right like half a yard outside the box. I wasn't sure where it was. But yeah, free kick to Liverpool. Thought it might have been a pen. Because I didn't see the handball initially. And then everybody seemed confused as the ref pointed. But it is a free kick. Wirtz is the one placing the ball. Referee booking another Leeds player there now for delaying the taking of the free kick. Come on, Flo. So it's left side of the penalty area, about 2 yards from the D to the left. Wirtz is standing over it. Soboslai's in front of the Leeds wall. Ref blows his whistle. Wirtz steps up. Straight into the wall. Straight into the wall and blocked and cleared by Leeds. Cross in, fell from Liverpool, free kick Leeds. Starting to get frustrated now, boys. Almost heading towards the 3-quarter mark and still no sign of a breakthrough. Milos Kerkez is getting stripped off and ready to come on. Arna obviously seeing the same things that we all are. Bradley clears it long. Gravenberch. Again. Oh, we've won it back. Frimpong. Wirtz. Into Frimpong. Right, make the run, Hugo. Oh, lucky. How is that not a corner, by the way? Wirtz plays it to Frimpong. Frimpong crosses it. It looks like every bit of it goes off the Leeds defender when the shot comes in. Yeah, shot's blocked by the Leeds defender and it goes for a corner. And this absolute cabbage patch kid of a linesman points for a goal kick. Ramadan fever in full effect. So it's Maka and Kerkez that are coming on. I would guess you'll see Wirtz and Robbo come off, or else it'll be Ekatike. That's real Cabbage Patch Kid stuff from the line. Now, honestly, how the fuck do you point towards a goal kick there? Oh, yes, Jeremy, we love that flick. Liverpool throw in near side. Come on, boys. Soboslai. To Virgil. Ekatike. Gravenberch. He turns back into a crowded area, falls to the ground. Ref says nothing doing. Leeds now on the counter. If they switch this quickly, thank God they didn't. If they switched that quickly, we were in trouble. Leeds now got... Oh, yes, Jeremy. Yes, Jeremy Frimpong. Great recovery. Well done, son. Burst the gut to get back. Then gets tripped up by the Leeds player. Liverpool free kick. Triple change. I would like 3 points, but does it taste good? It doesn't, mate. I'm not feeling fulfilled. So Robertson for Kerkez is change number 1. It doesn't taste good, no, mate. It doesn't. But I would take the 3 points, like you've said. Robertson for Kerkez is substitution number 1. Second one is Jones, or no, hang on. It seems to be Wirtz for Gakpo is the second one. And the third one is Jones for Maka. So Gakpo on, Kerkez on, Maka on, Wirtz, Jones, and Robbo off. I can't really have any complaints about those changes. I can't. I'm somewhat surprised he's left Ekatike on. More so because Ekatike has tended to cramp and fade towards the end of games, but okay. I don't really have any complaints with those substitutions. Dominic Calvert-Lewin now getting ready to come on for Leeds as they look to make at least a double change. Virgil gathers the ball back for the Reds. Maka out left side to Kerkez. Kerkez now. He has a run. Goes to Gakpo. Look at that straight away. Puts the cross in and it's deflected to the keeper. Straight away. Minute 1. First fucking attack, and he's done more than Robertson from an attacking sense. Straight away. That's why he should have been on. Gives it, goes, and gives an option. Gets a cross in. Yes, it's deflected into the keeper, but it's direct. And it gives us a bit more urgency. Chase and Vlog said good changes. I agree, mate. No complaints with the changes he's made at all. Just hope we can find the breakthrough now. We are at the 3/4 way through the game mark. Still scoreless. Gakpo to Kerkez. Maka. Back to Virgil. Maka. Cross to Canade. Verge. Kerkez. Tries an early cross. Takes it. Ricochet. Loops up in the air. Corner to Liverpool. Ekitike very wisely dummies it as if he's going to touch it. Lets it bounce out. Liverpool corner, far side. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's start the new year with a set-piece goal. Come on, boys. Only 3 subscribers away from 366,600. So do hit that subscribe button if you can. Right, here we go. Szoboszlai just adjusts the ball. Here comes the corner now. Ball in. And it goes over everybody's head. And it'll be another Liverpool corner. This time on the near side. Both sides appealed for the ball as it was played in. Who did it actually go off? Let's see. It did actually go off the Leeds defender's head. Right decision. Liverpool corner near side. Szoboszlai. Better delivery. Virgil header. Oh, thought that was it. Verge is clear. It's a header from about 12 yards maybe. It bounces. Oh, I thought it was going to bounce into the corner. It bounces a yard or two wide of the keeper's post. Oh, he got himself freed into a decent position as well. Just couldn't put the header goalwards. Unlucky Verge. 20 minutes to go. Calvert-Lewin on for Nemecha now for Leeds. And they're about to make a second change as well. So Aronson off for Okafor and Nemecha off for Calvert-Lewin. They're the 2 changes for Leeds. Right, come on. 20 big minutes. Come on, Reds. We really need to capitalise on the fact that Chelsea and Villa drop points. We really, really do need these 3 points. Come on, lads. Leeds throw in now, near side, inside the final 20. Come on, boys. Leeds going for a long throw in. Why have we got Milos Kerkez on Calvert-Lewin? Come on, somebody grab a bit of cop on here. Lads, I need someone 6 foot on him. Here comes the throw in. Flicked on. Hooked away by Frimpong. Second ball up in the air. Verge heads it away. Kerkez gathers it. Bit of space down the left side for him now. Gravenberch. Canade. Out to Virgil. Bit by bit, lads. Bit by bit, the frustration bubbling is building. And there's another overhit ball played behind that goes out for a Leeds goal kick. Yeah, bit by bit now I'm starting to become more and more frustrated. In the second half, we've had 6 shots, 1 on target. Leeds haven't had a single shot on target. A single shot on target. We've had 6 shots, 1 on target. I don't know. We just need to get the breakthrough. Come on, boys. Szoboszlai. Frimpong. Bradley. Spreads it across to Virgil. Come on, boys. And Anfield needs to wake the fuck up as well. Come on. Let's lift them. Frimpong. He cuts inside. Kirkes. Gakpo. He drifts inside. Goes back to Kirkes. Kirkes now. Ekitike. Strike! Oh. It's one of those, it's curling, you've no idea if it's going top corner or 5 yards wide. And it was definitely in the 5 yards wide bracket. Lewis said, how does Arna have a job still? It's not good enough. I'm not allowed to say anything, mate. I'm not allowed to say anything. Remember, every time I speak, I have an agenda against the manager. I'm not allowed to be honest. Gravenberch. Soboslai. I think my guesstimation is, in Arna's mind, this is controlling a game of football and a moment will come. That's what I believe he thinks. And obviously I have to say I believe he thinks because I'm not in Arna's head. But that's the only thing I can think of, because controlling games of football to me means that the keepers have to have a worldie to keep a clean sheet, and we are pounding the opposition goal and they're hanging on for dear life. That's what I think controlling a game of football is. You know, having 65-70% possession means absolutely yak shit to me as a fan. Gakpo. Shot blocked. And that's a foul then against Bradley. Free kick Leeds. Who changes the game more? A free transfer, Lewin, or the 3 Liverpool subs? Anfield dead again because of slot on his management. Sorry. So, look, every Liverpool fan I speak to, even the ones that are patient with the manager, are bored senseless of the style of football, mate. Everyone. And I don't know anybody who doesn't think that the way we play is boring and frustrating. Even the ones that are patient with the manager. So at least we have a consensus on that. But in your answer, who has a bigger impact on the game? Well, obviously I'm hoping it's our 3 changes over the Leeds 2. Here comes Chiesa now for the desperation minutes, as Arna just brings on anybody. And I bet you it's Ekitike. Because Ekitike has been cramping and struggling to see through the full games. And of course we have to make sure he doesn't pick up an injury because we've no other strikers. Right, long throw into Leeds. Ampadu to take it. And again, how long have they taken over this throw, ref? It's been a fucking minute, like. Ampadu with the long ball in. Leeds corner. Bradley gives away so many stupid free kicks. He's given away a few today, Chris. He has. Right, it's a Leeds corner now. Near side of the pitch. Any road end. Heart and mouth time. Gakpo's on Calvert-Lewin. Here comes the cross in. Allison gets a punch. Well done, Ali, for clearing it. Leeds regain the second ball. Move it back out. Another cross in. This one takes a block. Leeds recycle it well into the left channel. Cross in. Flicked away again by Maka. And Liverpool hook it away. Well done, boys. Gravenberch now. Centre of the park. Soboslai, man on. Back to Kirkes. Kirkes to Virgil. Virgil out left side to Gravenberch again. Come on, boys. Kirkes. Ekitike. He gives it away again. Just heavy touches. Kirkes flicks it inside. Leeds now head it back to their keeper. 12 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Still scoreless. We still have a couple of people in the profit territory over on Big Up. Well done to all of you guys who are still hanging in there. Our flex play predictions looking pretty much dead and buried now. What the fuck's he doing here? What's the ref? Can somebody please explain to me what the referee has just done here? I think he's made up the rules, lads. I think he's literally fucking made up some rules here. Bradley's been taken off for Chiesa. Anybody able to tell me what the ref just did there? I'm baffled. So, I thought the rule was if the keeper takes too long with the ball, we get a corner. Somehow Leeds have a free kick. And I'm fucking confused. I don't know, lads. What is going on? I genuinely don't know what happened. The keeper holds on to the ball too long. We're supposed to get a corner, or vice versa. If Alisson hangs on to it too long, they're supposed to get a corner. That's the idea behind it. But what happened there was keeper's wasting time. Ref blows the whistle, and then all of a sudden lets the substitutions happen and give Leeds a free kick. Baffled. Leeds throw in, Liverpool hook it away. Chiesa now. Szoboszlai. He loses out. Leeds have possession. In comes a cross. Touch. Calvert-Lewin. 1-0 Leeds. Flags up. Flags up, thankfully. Flags up against Calvert-Lewin, and I think it's the right decision. And again, it comes with us giving the ball away. I know it'll be offside. It looks like it was offside to me, but we give it away. Cross comes in. He's offside. He's 100% offside. But again, we can't defend shit, and we get away with it. He is offside. It will be ruled out, but we got away with it again. Fuck me. Grizzly said, if Klopp had this squad, what would the points difference be? Not sure. If Klopp would be enough to put us past Arsenal. Chasing Vlog said, why did Bradley get subbed off? I think he just wanted another attacking player on. So I think he's probably put Frimpong into a wing-back position, gone less at the back, and put Chiesa on to just go for this. This is what I call the Manchester United era now, where they just start emptying the bench of any attacking talent and hoping for a miracle. This is what happened under Ten Lasso. It's what happens under Amarim. And it's what Arna does as well, in my opinion. It's just when it hasn't worked out, just pray. Pray and throw everybody on. And thankfully, like I said, a stretched out leg from Dominic Calvert-Lewin stops us from going 1-0 down. And it was the right call, but again, it just shows that we are still susceptible to these moments. Frimpong there loses out as well and gives the ball away. Leeds on the attack again. Cross in. And it's put and cleared away. Fuck me. They look more likely to win this game than we do at the minute. And that came from Frimpong trying to jockey the ball out. He loses his duel. Your man robs the ball off him and Leeds put in a cross. Gravenberch. Out to Gakpo. 7 minutes plus stoppage time to go. McAllister. Cross in. Corner. Szoboszlai, I thought, was going to have a chance to get the ball back across. Has he given a goal kick? I think he has given a goal kick, you know. Maka plays the ball in. Dom's coming in at the far post. Leeds player gets there ahead of him. Does he get a touch? He does. That should be a corner. Namoa. Rio Namoa's coming on now for Frimpong. For 6 minutes. Come on, Rio. Well done, Jeremy. 6 minutes for Rio and Gamoa. So, the only thing I can think of there was Szoboszlai offside? Because it did look like he may have strayed off, but it should have been a corner if it wasn't. So, either way, it's a Leeds ball. And he's given a goal kick, so... Canade goes down. Liverpool get on with it quickly. Fulham have equalised against Palace, by the way. It's 1-1 in that game. Oh, God. Liverpool playing, again, crazy balls across the front of their own goal. Chiesa now. Back to Rio. Rio to Ryan Gravenberch. Milos Kerkez. Gakpo. Back to Maka. Szoboszlai. Dinked in. Again, Leeds hook it away and clear it. And a free kick for a foul on a Leeds player. Which is just the biggest bullshit foul, by the way. There was never a foul in that. That was nonsense. This is coma-inducing football, utter garbage. Look, I find it hard to disagree with you, mate. I swear to God, lads, I'm trying to be positive. But it's tough to be positive when you ain't got much to work with. So, I would say we've gone backwards in this game like we did in the Wolves game, where the first half was a decent performance, second half's been a worse performance, and now we're into the desperation stakes where it's rather no game plan, no methodology. It's just attacking talent and hope for a moment. That's where we are. And that's what slot management is boiled down to a lot of the time for me. It's just, let's empty the bench of talent and hope for a moment. Ball switched across to Rio. Rio to Gakpo. Maka. Cross in. Chiesa heads it. Leeds headed away. You know the narrative's going to be unbeaten in 8, though, if we don't lose it. If we draw the narrative, the push, the pundits, all of it will be unbeaten in 8. Come on, boys. Just sneak a winner. Come on. Kerkez, cross blocked. Leeds, try and come away with it again. Give it back to us. Kerkez. Gravenberch. Lads, we're too close together. A bit of fucking space. Come on. Gravenberch. After six enjoyer said, heaven knows I'm miserable now. Rio. Szoboszlai. Out to Chiesa. Chiesa. Wins a throw-in. With the time between these games, you'd think Slot come up with a plan, but he always surprises us. But this has been my main gripe with the whole season with Arna, mate, is I don't know what the style or plan is. Rio. 2 minutes plus stoppage time. Kirkes. His misplaced ball looking for Gakpo and ends up with a free kick being given to Leeds again. Chris says, is the slowest build-up consistently always taking an extra touch? No game plan. It's like watching paint dry. Ryan said, just goes to show hiding was the brains. Well, there is just over 1 minute plus stoppage time left at the end of the game, folks. If you can do, hit that like button for me. We're only 40 shy of 2,000. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Match reaction coming up straight after the game. And yeah, let's see. A long ball pumped forward again, but there's nothing there. It's back with the Leeds keeper. Canade heads it down. Jacko Venter said 400 million spent, and this is how we play most games. Chiesa, oh fuck, get any luck. Chiesa tries to play a ball down, it bounces off the Leeds player, bounces back off Chiesa and goes out for a Leeds throw in. Leeds on the attack. 6 minutes added on. Leeds pull it back to the edge of the box. Strike. Blocked. Second ball. Oh, thankfully he sliced it wide. Six minutes added on, as I said. 6 minutes to go. Come on, boys. Maka. Canade. Soboslai. Chiesa. Goes round the outside. Goal kick, Leeds. Chiesa goes to ground, looking to try and win a penalty. Let's see if there's anything to it. No, nothing to that. No, absolutely nothing in that. Nothing. Chiesa put his leg back in to try and win a penalty there. There was nothing in that. Every single decision goes their way. Ref's been shocking today. Home support sounds furious today as well. I can't remember. Look, there's been a few maybe niggly decisions, but let's, again, please, let's not be trying to blame the referee on this. You know, if we don't win this game, it ain't the ref. He grabs his shirt, it's a pen. Not for me. And again, not every contact is a pen. Even with shirt grabbing, I've seen so many refs talk about it. It has to be how forceful, how long does he let go. I don't think that was a penalty at all, is my opinion on it. And I'd be absolutely fuming if it was given against us. Right, come on, boys. 3 minutes 20 of stoppage time to go. Kirkes. Rio. Oh, here, why are we shooting from there, lads? For the love of God. Even the most optimistic Liverpool fan wouldn't be expecting you to score from out there. Ekitike now. He bursts through. Come on, Hugo. Ball across. Goes behind. Corner. Come on, boys. Come on. This might be the worst game in a while, said Mr. Acentino. Well, thanks to Ekatike's good work and directness there, we do have a corner. Cop end. Come on, boys. Not a great corner. Cleared away. Liverpool throw-in on the far side. Slot panic with his substitutions. Confusion. That's often the case, mate, with a lot of the changes we make. And it was the same for Ten Lasso with United. It's just empty the bench of any attacking talent and hope for a moment. Gakpo. To Rio. Back to Gakpo. His cross in is blocked. Javi said, what will it take to sack this fraud? I can't answer that question, my friend. That's not a question. It's above my pay grade. Rio. Oh, yes, Rio. Lovely trickery. Cross in. Again, it's cleared away by Leeds. 90 seconds of stoppage time to go. Alisson boots the ball long upfield. Gakpo. It's intercepted. Leeds now bring it away. They overhit a ball into the right channel looking for Calvert-Lewin. It goes through to Alisson. 1 minute of stoppage time to go. McAllister. Gravenberch. Trying to thread the eye of a needle. Leeds have cleared the lines again. Throw into Liverpool near the halfway line. 30 seconds of stoppage time to go. Alisson launches it long and direct. Leeds headed away. Again, it's back to Alisson. 10 seconds to go. It'll be long and direct again. He goes, why are you going out left side, man? Rio gets to the byline. Pulls it back. Virgil strike. It's blocked and hooked away, and that should be that. Alisson's out there taking on men now. Kanade. Out to Soboslai. Got to get the ball in, lads. Got to get the ball in. Kanade. Out to Ekatike. Ekatike. Edge of the box. Tries to go past his man. Does. Puts in a low cross. Leeds clear it. And that's that. Referee blows the whistle. Finishes in the first game of 2026 at Anfield. Liverpool 0, Leeds 0. Not fucking good enough. Again, Leeds celebrate another well-earned point. Frustration, my friends. Frustration is the word of the day. It finishes 0-0 at Anfield. The first game of 2026. The media will say it's 8 games unbeaten. You and I know it's just more of the same monotonous, weak bullshit that we've had to deal with over and over. And I'll go through it in the match reaction. I tried putting my nice hat on, but ultimately my frustration's bubbling to the top of the minute. And it isn't good enough. Again, no threat. Nothing. Desperation at the end. Could have lost it only for a marginal offside, which did go the right direction. Didn't really do much with regards to testing the Leeds goalkeeper. And a stalemate is probably a fair reflection on the game, but it isn't good enough for us with the players and quality that we have, because there is no style to the way that we play. it is what it is. You either like it or you don't like it. But either way, it's what we have. So we will be live for a match reaction in 60 seconds. Do come across and join us. We did have a couple of winners on Big Up, and congratulations to those people as well. Thank you to our sponsors, Big Up. Remember, we'll have a Big Up predictions game running for each and every Liverpool game. You can scan the QR code in the bottom corner or go over to bigup.com or download the iOS app. It is 18 plus. And yeah, I'll see you for the match reaction in 60 seconds time where, well, nothing will be held back as always. Really appreciate your support. Much love.